Hello, Vietnam.
Good morning.
Fuck, I fucked up already.
We are gonna get canceled so hard.
This is like...
We're losing all our women viewers.
This is not for women anyway, this is for men.
The enemies meet with men and never meet the same again. The enemies meet with men and never meet the same again.
What the fuck?
All right, so welcome back to Man Meets.
But real quick before we do
Shut
this,
the fuck up.
I just want to let you know before we went to that comedy show, the only reason why I saw Jay was because his forehead was glistening, and that's how I found him in the crowd of people. Just want to let you guys know that.
Shaq on Man Meets this weekend.
Thank you.
No,
guys.
so welcome back to
Kobe.
Man Meets. We were here earlier, and now you're seeing three different motherfuckers. All right,
Oh shit.
we're here with Josh and with Jay, Money Making Moses. I know that's your pops thing, but I wanted to shout it out. All right.
I got you.
I'm not gonna say
Reason why he's speaking silently is because earlier I told him, Josh, I want to make sure what mic you're going to be on because you get loud.
just a little bit.
So you turned his mic down.
No, not even that. I wanted to know what mic I want to put a compressor on, like to make sure that it's, not it's leveled and not peaking and all that stuff. But he took it to heart, and now he's speaking like Shaq.
Let you guys know.
Should have just turned this shit off.
Just want to let you guys know. Thank you for
So
inviting me to the
Jay
podcast.
Moses, man, we haven't seen this motherfucker in years. I haven't. Me personally, I haven't.
It's been a minute.
I missed Jay.
It's definitely
Honestly,
been a
Jay,
minute. It's been a minute.
A throwback because this goes back
I think
to
it's
Boundless
because-
Hour days.
I think it's because the
Boundless,
niggas too
yeah.
close to the border, and you can't go there anymore. So
There's a lot of
We're
defense.
gonna have to take this mic away from. We just started. You already.
I just
You're already getting in trouble.
He's like, it's a lot of defense at the
a lot of
border.
defense at the border. And last time your ass was your defense was a little weak, so
the
you got
offense
caught
hasn't,
up. You know what I
the
mean?
offense hasn't been working, the way it has. And
Like shit. Last time I had to go, recover your defense,
Hey,
nigga.
dude, fucking hilarious. But Jay, man, how's life been in Vegas, dude? You've been in this fucking nightmare of a town for years now. Only reason I say that is because one of the topics that I have written down here is
As he
actually one of the. I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Nigga was talking like Shaq.
I
We
was
just
watching you
wanted to
scroll
make
through.
sure.
Go ahead. What was that?
It's,
What happened?
Earlier, when we first got here in Vegas, right? It was yesterday around 4 a.m, so we had a lot of
I'm
time
sorry,
to kill.
nigga, your days are off, bro. You got here.
2
yesterday
days
was
ago.
Saturday,
Yes, 2
so
days
you
ago.
got here Friday, sir.
2 days ago, at like 4 a.m, we got here, and we had time to kill. So we're walking around Vegas. We're walking around, all of that shit. We walk upon a pile of shit, human shit. All right,
No, sir,
it's a pile of human shit.
No, sir.
Welcome
That
to
was
Vegas.
a piece of
So-
Hershey's chocolate, like
so
like that
the
Dave
shit that
Chappelle
fucked me up
episode.
is like, you know what? I understand the homeless situation and what's going on and all that good stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, so like people are really just shitting
no, they're just really shitty
Look,
people.
man.
That's what
I'll
it is.
tell you.
in the middle of the street.
I'll tell you. Look, since we moved back,
How long you been here now? Well, how long you been back?
We've been back for a little over a year.
Okay.
Almost 2 years. And between Formula One, which was the first thing that just kind of jacked everything up,
Formula One. So
Yeah, we had
threw the event
Formula
here.
One last year.
They threw the event here.
and
This year.
Formula One was 3 months ago, 2023.
No, but it was like
Oh, okay. So later last year.
Yeah, it was in December.
Just
right?
let the motherfuckers finish
So-
this goddamn story.
But between that and that was like that
I
was a whole
apologize
that was
for the aggressiveness.
That was months. That was months of preparing.
Okay.
Redoing the roads.
Right.
And then
This is
redoing the
after
roads they
the
redid.
city flooded, right?
And then redoing the roads they redid that they redid. And
After
then
the flood,
redoing
because
the
I remember when it
roads.
flooded, right?
You're talking about when they made the whole strip.
No, it wasn't
swimming
even
pool.
that. It was them preparing the street for the races. That was just
Right.
Oh, so
causes the traffic.
the swimming pool that came through the strip didn't have nothing to do with that.
What swimming pool that came through?
I love this character that
Y'all
you're
need
doing,
to
by the
stop
way.
watching TikTok. Those videos were not real.
I figured.
They were not. So it's funny. My wife showed me that same video, and I'm like, I just drove through that strip 5 minutes ago. There's not even an inch of water. On
They've been
the
doing
street.
that recently with Cali.
Everything.
With yeah, but right now, remember how the alleged rainstorm was going
Right.
through Cali? We did flood a little bit, but not like these rivers
like
that
the
motherfuckers
videos.
showed and shit. Yeah.
Right.
Well, the ones in San Diego were real.
The rivers and shit.
Yeah, the ones in San Diego were real. My coworker actually lived right there, and his house.
So that shit was really like
Depending on what part
dragging
of
cars and shit.
That shit
Depending on
was
what
real.
part of San Diego you're in, yeah.
So he lives closer to Chula Vista, and in the Chula Vista area, they're right there by the water. So most of that shit actually did flood. And
You can talk normal.
They're more.
Yeah, this is throwing me off.
No,
This is killing my boner, low
It
key.
did,
I'm not gonna lie.
it did flood.
Welcome to
flood
Man Meets.
the more poverty areas than it did the richer
Oh well, of
side.
course, I'm not gonna fucking
So-
care about the
Why
party.
is this nigga Caesar calling?
Because he wants to ask about
Sir,
chicken
what?
nuggets.
Jesus, we are podcasting.
Nigga,
Chicken nuggets.
there's not enough.
Speaker.
Oh shit.
You calling it speaker and put on
Wait.
mic.
Okay.
Put it
wait,
close to the
okay,
mic.
Can you stop?
I'm just telling you what to do.
Slavery's over. You don't have to demand it so much.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Go ahead and ask it.
No. We're
They want their chicken nuggets.
we want
mean,
the chicken
what else
nuggets.
is the options?
We've been waiting for 2 days for this.
What are the options?
There are no other fucking options.
Okay, well,
Christian said he
again,
want-
Chicken nuggets.
again,
Christian
slavery
said he
is
wants an
over.
apple
Don't
juice
speak to me
box.
like a master.
Chicken nuggets, nigga.
Christian
Who the
want-
fuck cares what Christian
Christian
wants?
said, "Can he get an apple juice box?"
Please. Actually, hey,
Walk home.
wait a minute. Just get Christian a Happy Meal. Get Christian a Happy Meal. It'll be cool because he thinks like a 5-year-old anyway, so he'll be amused all night.
Let's okay. Just okay.
Okay?
Let's
Thank
end
you.
this call.
Anywho, I will. I definitely meant it, but I'll let you go.
Okay. So,
What was the question again?
how has it? Yes, it went through a whole different thing.
Yeah, what was it?
So the question was, how
living
has
here.
living here within the last times that you've been back been? Because, like I said, shit on the streets within the first 30 minutes that we were here.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't even live near the strip. I
I
stay away from
I
it.
don't think it was on the strip, but okay. So you,
was
away
on-
from the
it was
away
on
from the
Fremont
chaos.
Street.
I
is
stay
what
away
you're
from
saying.
this. Yeah,
From the chaos.
I'm away.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
when we lived here the first time, we were in the middle of it. We're probably right behind it.
Got it.
Now we learned our lesson. We know all the areas to be in, all the areas to stay away
stay
from.
out of.
You know where our house is.
So it's like any other city. You just
decent
know
enough
what to
while.
avoid.
It's
Right.
like
You know, it's like Riverside, Moval, areas and shit.
All
You
I
don't live
do-
in downtown Riverside.
I do
You
have a
live outside
question.
of it.
Like you don't go to Edgemont, you go to Day Street. You know.
I do have a question though.
Go ahead.
By chance, did the nigga wipe? That's all I want to know. Or was it just
What's crazy
this
is
shit right there?
what's crazy
It was
is
probably a drop and run.
no, but you know what's crazy is like I okay.
Nigga,
First
what
of
are
all,
we, Amazon?
the
Nigga, what do you
fa-
mean
the
they
fa-
drop it? Like, hold on,
the
I'm
fact of the
legit.
matter is, even when we walked past this pile of shit, first of all, after walking past it, we caught a whiff of it.
Where were
Alright?
you?
It
at?
was fresh.
I have to ask.
Fremont.
Where,
They're
where
on
was
Fremont.
Fremont.
They're
Oh,
on
was on
Fremont. Right
Fremont.
by the,
oh,
right by the stage.
right when you hit that
Okay.
casino. What's that casino?
Circa.
Circa. It was by
Queens-
Circa. No, it was by Circa.
Circa.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
okay.
Circa.
When
So
the last
the
section.
last
Yeah,
bit
Circa.
of it. So as soon as
Well,
we
that's actually the beginning.
As soon as we okay, well the beginning. As soon as we walk past that stage, pile of shit right there, and like even Tom was like, "It's probably dog shit." Motherfucker,
No.
This pile,
So-
unless it was 6 fucking dogs that did that
No.
shit, then okay.
So the last time I stayed away from Fremont
So there wasn't a baby
for a
wipe
couple
there?
of reasons.
No, not at all.
Okay, that's all.
Fremont's
I
got
just
some
answered.
interesting characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
you ain't gotta say,
And,
it. Say less.
I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen the people there,
Mm-hmm.
even the people performing there. Some of them are.
We saw somebody get kicked out last night.
performer.
No, not a performer. The
Oh.
performer was performing, and then some junkie was getting dragged the fuck out.
I will say though, Circa is pretty nice. Did you guys go inside? Circa
No,
when you were
Josh
there?
actually just told me about Circa.
Man.
Wait, is that where we got kicked out? Is that? Okay, so we got kicked
No.
out of a casino last night or yesterday, early morning.
If you get a chance,
Friday.
I don't know when you
Friday.
guys are leaving or next time you guys come back. Circa is
It's beautiful.
nice.
That's,
They're
that's
gonna
what
have
you
to
were
pay
saying.
you for this.
Yeah,
But it's nice on the inside. Jordan and I went and we sat at this like, I don't know, it was this Asian restaurant thing that was in there. And
Racist.
it tried to give you, well, that's what we wanted.
what was Asian about it?
My wife's Asian. I mean, we're good.
You know,
But
like
we
did
went
they-
in there
Did they have
So,
pro
like-
clubs and
it
shakas
gave
and
you,
shit like?
well, it gave you that weird
Like
like
chopsticks and
it
shit.
gave you that same feeling like you were in there. We sat at the bar.
Right.
They served us right there.
Did you feel like Bruce Lee?
everything was Leroy? Maybe.
Leroy Jenkins.
No. Said Leroy Jenkins.
Hey, wait. You know what? Okay.
But it's cool though. You got to get a chance to go in there. Circa is probably the nicest hotel.
I've heard he was
on
saying
Fremont.
last night that it's a 21 and over hotel.
You have
Yes.
they
I
check
didn't
your
know
ID
that.
They
before
check
you
your
even
ID
I didn't know
before
that.
you
That's
come in.
dope.
Now, I
Still
know
wanna
you
hear some
said
kid crying
I know
shit.
you said Bruce Leroy. Have you guys seen these Asian people with froze, bro?
What? Wait, that's the thing.
I have.
bro. I
have.
I'm like, how
Wait,
the hell that man get
How
a
are
better
they
perm
doing
than
that?
me?
Wait,
Like,
how are they doing
It
that?
depends on what
They
type
permit,
of,
bro.
It depends on what type of Asian too.
Bro, they just. I'm telling you, nigga had like a fucking Snoop Dogg fro, and I was like,
Really?
but you're yellow.
So motherfuckers that look like me.
Like I was like, bro, look like Pacifico cans walking around with froze on it, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy, bro. I couldn't believe it. Bro.
I know
they yellow.
Wait, I know y'all see his can right here.
I couldn't
Because they.
fucking.
No, they're
Look,
not. It's not
look.
yellow. It's Yera.
Imagine this. Just imagine.
I know.
This.
We're,
This,
we're getting canceled.
this is what it looked like. I just
I
couldn't
told-
believe it.
I already
told you
expected
when
to
you
get
told me
canceled.
about this idea, y'all were gonna get
Oh,
canceled.
for sure. You should hear the first episode.
The sad part about it
You know how
is
much editing I have to do in this goddamn podcast?
bro, I just.
You know how much bleeping I have to fucking do?
And you know what's funny?
Shit.
We started off
We-
with Jews,
so-
by the way.
Oh,
So
fuck.
he mentioned
I
it
was-
earlier.
was
Let
in
me
that
explain
one.
why. Let me explain
Wait,
why.
you were bleeping?
We're gonna
No.
have to.
I have to after once the editing gets done and everything.
So he mentioned it earlier. We had a podcast some years ago called
Balance Hour. Shout out to the
Balance
Balance
Hour.
Hour. Shout out to
you
Kane.
see.
Shout out
The
to Kane.
last official episode actually was my first year living in Vegas.
Is that one that we put out?
That
No,
I
that
don't
was
know.
the
if
one
it
There's a
were-
lot. There's
I
a lot
don't
of
think-
footage that was.
That was the one he
not-
tuned in. He
I don't
chimed in
think
on
it got
phone, I believe.
released because we had some technical difficulties trying to do the state-to-state thing at the time.
I like that word. Technical difficulties when it was
Oh.
really more like it
I know.
was fucked.
I know which one you're talking about.
It was. No, it was.
fucked,
We
but
had a.
I
There was a
At the
couple
time,
of-
we didn't know we were doing
there was a couple
technical
episodes
wise.
I'm just
alright?
saying, when you got EBT money and you trying to make fucking
So-
$1 million money type shit on EBT credit, it don't make no sense. We were struggling a little bit.
This shit is.
It's,
I mean, I think- actually, I think
stop
we might
molesting
have-
my mic.
We might.
I'm trying to help it out.
Just
We
leave
might
my
have a
mic right
couple
there.
of
Okay, I'm
episodes
sorry.
actually. I think
Goodness
that we
gracious.
recorded because we did it for a few weeks, and one of them might have been released. I don't remember.
No, I think any of the ones that we did
but we
after
did at
Danny,
least-
I think
we
none
did
of them.
maybe 2
Shout
to
out to Danny
3.
Alcrest, by the way. This is how that started.
Absolutely, and
Shout
it
out
was a
to
fun
Danny.
time. It was. A
It
good
was- it
time.
was awesome, dude.
Man, I went back
And I missed it.
I went back and I actually watched a few of them.
Right.
because
That was the only reason why I knew where you were that night.
I
man.
was in a reminiscent. I was in a reminiscent mode, and I was like, man, I went across the Boundless logo, and I was like, man, I missed the Boundless group.
Yeah. It was a
So
good
I
time.
went back. I was watching a few episodes, and I was like, man, I miss doing this. And if we knew what we know now, we could have.
Yeah,
It definitely could have
I
continued.
agree 100%. Yeah.
Definitely could have continued. But I don't even remember where I was going with that. But anyway,
You said going back to the Balance Hour, and you saw the logo, and you went on the video and reminisced.
yeah,
and
it was. I mean, that's basically. I mean, and then we talked about this today, and I was like, cool. I mean, it's.
Well, then not to mention, at the time, we didn't have the knowledge of the equipment or the producing side, and then not to mention the finance. We didn't have the finance to be
Finance
able to
was
pay.
not
for it.
financial
there.
backing wasn't
We
there.
didn't have
right
any of
into-
that.
it was-
you know,
the studio
now we're
wasn't
grown.
closed.
Fast forward, now we're 30. You know,
Why you got to say that on the mic like that?
We're in our
Because
thir-
we're
I mean, we're in
old.
our
No,
30s.
but you said that shit like it was like
It
you
hurt.
murdered somebody. So
So-
that's what you did. You just murdered my fucking whole mindset right now.
It's kind of like how what's his name felt when he was saying when he was trying to say 50. He was like 50.
Oh, Bert. Oh, by the way, we just came back from a very popular podcast event, which is Two Bears, One Cave, Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura show. These motherfuckers were hilarious. Dude, the
Oh my
whole
God.
time.
I
The
c-
whole
it's-
time.
I almost shit on myself
Look,
twice.
if-
Almost
if-
pissed myself because I didn't
if-
want to leave to go pee.
His show is not for the sensitive type.
Oh, no, for sure.
If you're not sensitive
None of that.
though,
No. None
you'll
of that.
have a good time. That was
Great.
So he brought on they brought on, Tom and Bert brought on 2 very famous comedians, 3 actually, that were Trevor Wallace, which I didn't even know we went to fucking high school with.
Yes.
The first one, Trevor Wallace, we went to high school with him. So we went to high school with him. Well, we didn't know him obviously, but he was in King High School. Shout out to King High School.
And I looked him up. He's the same age as we are.
So that means he flunked a few times because we were a couple years behind.
That
means he flunked a few
Let's
times.
No,
bleep
he's the
that one out.
same age as we are.
Which means he should have graduated the same year.
No,
Oh.
then he probably did graduate the same year with us because
Oh, so then he did.
yes, like if
Let's
you
look him
do-
up.
if
You know
do
what?
the
We
math-
have technology.
why you
you
being
did the
Asian?
Asian?
Because I have Asian eyes.
Well,
so
you did-
I can do it. I'm allowed.
Well, then you also need an afro.
Yeah, but you
That's-
got
Is that crazy?
But you got Hispanic hair.
Right. But I can afro it.
You know
now,
what?
Apparently,
We're gonna make a show, and you're gonna play Hector in every movie.
ain't that about it?
You already got the
Hey,
Civic.
look! I looked up that guy's IMDb, and he literally played
Hector in
In
every fucking movie.
damn thing he was in, he was Hector.
They know him as Hector
He got rich off of playing Hector. And Hector was a different guy
in every fucking movie. It doesn't make any sense. You know what?
I'm seeing San Jose University. Here, let me look up high school.
Because he used to hang out. So when Kyrie started doing editing, he was one of those guys that was there. So
You're not being racist and thinking all white people look alike, are you?
no. I'm being.
That's a very distinct white boy. You know, like it's not a white boy that'll look like most white people. You know, like you're gonna recognize that face.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
When I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say because we'll get canceled for sure for that one. So
You're getting canceled anyway, so you might as well say it. Look,
Oxnard.
we live in
It says Oxnard.
we live in a
Dude,
different
I'm
time.
telling you, it's man. Maybe I am.
It
saying-
might be
my
some
God,
white boy
that's
that looked like him.
Dude, it might be
That's what I'm
because they
saying.
all look the same. I mean, oh shit.
But if he did go to King High School, shout out.
Shout out,
You
but
know,
you know.
if he didn't, well then fuck you.
But it feels good. It feels good to be back on here with you guys.
It's awesome.
though.
It's fucking awesome. I haven't seen it in years, and dude, it was a sense of nostalgia when I saw you walk up. I'm like, damn, Jay, dude, like, you know,
It has been
it's been a long time.
it definitely has been a long time. But it was fun days though. It was
awesome.
cool. We had some fun. I got so many blooper reels still
From the Balance Hour,
from the balance hour.
That's
you know, the
tight.
times that people couldn't see when the music was playing.
right? You
I got
first
all
of all,
that stuff.
save those. Edit those and let's put these out because those were great ass moments, dude. We had so much fun shit.
Absolutely.
The episode that still sticks with me to this day is when we got a phone call from a toddler.
You know? Oh, we got a call.
Answer that. We'll get into the songs after and answer that.
Hold on, let's speak.
Damn millennials can't use.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Caller.
Oh, tight. Who is this? So we have a toddler on the Boundless Hour right now, man. What's up? What's your name?
I don't know.
I didn't catch that, but how are you doing tonight? Nope. Still didn't catch that.
Man, we got kids listening to this. We talk about some Game of Thrones stuff.
We were just talking about decapitation, and I'm sorry, Boo Boo, are you listening to the show right now? You probably shouldn't be. Where are your parents? Okay. Love you too. You're awesome. That's not Cassie, is it?
No, that sounds like Martinez or something on the caller ID.
All right. Well, yeah, we love you too at the Balance Hour. Stop listening to our show because like this is not for you. But okay. Bye. All right, later. Who's tight? Now we know we got toddlers this to us.
Wait, what just happened?
I don't know.
I couldn't
That
believe
was
that.
the most hilarious shit ever.
I think we were more confused that
I was thrown
this
off.
toddler was even listening.
Yeah.
First of all, the show started at 9:00 at night.
Yeah,
if I remember.
Yeah.
Shouldn't he have been in bed?
Wait a minute. I just want to say something. This is the first time that I've actually been on a visual
That's
mic
true.
because
he has
Well,
been
because
at the
the,
show.
the
I've
first
been at
time
the
when,
show,
when you
but I
went to
was
the
always
Balance
in the
Hour,
back.
you went to the mixer. You were running the
I
mixer
was
with
running
Danny.
the mixer. I was
Yeah,
always
that's true.
back there to
That's
learn.
true.
And then
as a backup,
after that,
so-
I don't remember you going back after that because you were busy. You
Yeah,
had
you
shit
only
to do.
went a couple times.
You
I
only
went a
went.
couple
You
times
went a handful of
I
times,
was
but we did a
working
bunch of
nights
those.
at
We
the
did a
time,
bunch of
and we
those.
did- yeah.
Because
And at the
Jordan
time-
usually did the camera.
Yeah.
Our camera.
Right.
And then
At the time, though, I didn't know what we were doing was technically a podcast because we thought I got hired on because I brought you guys along. I got hired on through Nick Martinez. Shout out to Nick Martinez. I got hired on through him. He told me, Alex, we have this opportunity to do this radio show, and can you come and do it? And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me bring my crew on. So it was you, Jay, Josh, everybody. I brought everybody on. I'm like, let's do this shit. And then at the time, I thought the format was laid out as a radio show, and that's what we thought we were doing.
That's exactly what we
and
thought
it
we
was
were doing.
it was music, it was all that. But little did we know at the time that it was more of a format of a podcast because the music was cool. The music was
Absolutely.
we were talking about a lot of educational music stuff, but at the same time, the riffing behind us and the shit, like we didn't know at the time. Me personally at the time, I had barely started getting into listening to podcasts. So I didn't know that what we were doing was already technically a fucking podcast.
Exactly.
So had we known back then,
we probably could have done it differently.
it would have been a whole huge thing,
absolutely.
which it still can be. You know, we're here now.
Absolutely.
Opportunity.
Yeah,
I still get notifications from the page on Instagram every so often.
that's hilarious. I got locked. I forgot the I forgot the whole.
Oh no,
login.
I don't know the login. It just logs me in.
It's in your shit. I got logged
and
out.
I'm like, I don't know what this is, but okay. We'll get notifications for random
But
stuff.
one of the reasons why I wanted to bring this whole podcast back to life and this whole scenario and why I invested into all this equipment is because I realized I have so many naturally talented people around me. I have to document this, you know?
So
This motherfucker alone
If you consider adult,
can get a little.
if you really consider adult
Remember, is a word that we can't use on podcasts, so we have to bleep it out. It's gonna be
That's
bleeped
fine.
out.
That's
so
fine.
please work with
Okay,
me.
so look,
please work
if
with
you-
me.
if
No,
you-
work with me in the sense of give me less editing to do. So let's use another word for last time we're gonna say that.
dumbasses.
So can we say re?
I don't even think you can start with re.
I don't know.
So special.
Okay,
Special.
so if you
Special.
think that special educated adults is talented, hey man, more power to you because
I meant it in the sense of we're naturally funny.
Look,
I've been a part of this group for now 17 years.
look, I'm gonna just throw this out here because we've had this conversation a couple times
And
today. We've met each other when we were about 11, 12 years
14.
old, 13
I
years
met
old.
you at-
we
yeah,
were
12.
we were young. We were middle
We
school.
were kids.
We're in our 30s now.
Yes, we are.
Fuck.
We've
As far
had
as
some
I know.
funny times. We've had some hard times. But we've always come back to just doing funny shit.
We've had
It's
our
just
arguments.
dumb. And sometimes it'll be dumb, but it's funny dumb.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
You know.
those we've definitely gone through a lot of growing pains. You know,
Absolutely.
Like,
Arguments, fights.
we've done fights, we've done arguments,
Moments.
we've done
Everything you
running
can
from the
think of.
police, we've done fighting people at
Jesus.
gas stations.
Oh, the
We've
gas
done-
station.
The gas stations.
We've done
yeah.
we've done a
Yeah.
lot.
I mean,
And
from
it's-
our teenage or before
Some
teenage
dumbass
years
in our
to
group
now,
went to prison.
yeah. Tell me about it. And then some dumbass bailed him out of prison. What
It
the
disappeared. And
I feel like that dumbass appreciates that, and you need to stop bringing that up. All right.
I mean, they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
hopefully. I don't see any more people in
I
the
feel
back of
like
your
they're
car,
doing
I'll
better.
tell you that.
I mean, we almost had a whole show cancellation because of it, but it's cool.
Okay, we took 1 week.
Wait, that's
off.
that one episode. I think that
He wasn't
it
there.
was just 2 people on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, man.
We ain't gonna talk
shit
about
happens.
that. But,
Shit happens.
Anywho, it's just like, you know,
But like you said, though, there is. I mean, everybody's got their own thing.
Yeah.
We've all kind of dabbled in a bit
our
of
own
everything, but we all kind of have our specialties. You know that we've kind of stuck to.
it's crazy though because if you look at it, it's like everybody has their own personality. Everybody's different, but for some fucking reason, we all still stay together.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of.
Yeah, I think
By the way, both of y'all need to get a little closer to the mic. The levels that I'm seeing here is a little. You know, let me just put this. a little-
what I mean.
I gotta get closer than this.
Treat it like a wiener.
You want me to you want me to make out with the mic?
There you go.
Yeah,
right
well.
there.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, man. If I treat it like a wiener, we got to start singing the fucking.
so-
It's been a minute since I've been in an actual studio,
honestly,
so
I think what it is, and this is not even a studio, by the way, for the folks
No,
watching.
I know. But with the mic and everything,
This
it's
is just a setup in a house in Vegas that we rented where we're doing this. So hey,
the person that you guys rented from.
Shout out to the Airbnb. Like,
shout out to the Airbnbs.
We're literally at a round table.
yeah.
Oh, I hope we don't get sued for that. That's Facebook. That's somebody else's thing.
That's a pizza place.
No,
That's fine.
isn't it
You
red?
said it's a pizza plate?
Isn't it red table talk or some shit like that?
Now you done.
Are you talking about Jada's?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah. See.
Fuck
I'm not
them.
trying to get slapped.
They ain't this. They wish.
No, he wouldn't slap you because
No,
you're light skinned.
Honestly, to be completely honest, I think what keeps us together as a friend group, regardless of like whatever shit we go, is we all real with each other. That's what it is.
That's true. Absolutely.
Or we're just a glutton for punishment.
No, but it's been, but think about it. It's been like that for years.
Oh, for sure.
We're straightforward, as straightforward as you can be with another.
Because
Whereas
I met
most
you
friend
'cause of him.
groups- Most friends
Well,
groups
I met
kinda
you because I
sugarcoat it.
slapped the shit out of you, and then you leaped to slap the shit out of me.
I Super Mario jumped.
Yes.
To first of all, for the people watching, we're all sitting down, but this motherfucker like what 6'1",
6'2".
6'2".
yeah. Easy.
I'm 5'5" and a half on a good day.
Yes.
You know, like if my posture's right,
Unless he's
I'm
wearing
I'm
Cortezes,
maybe
and then
5'5". You know,
6.5.
so
yes, we did give him the step stool. He went up a couple steps, jumped off
and I
it,
slapped the shit out of him.
Back.
Yeah, I slapped the shit out of
Nigga
him.
had his own remix.
And ever
everything.
since
It
then, I was like, ever since.
But that was it. That was the bond right there. Like, well, we slapped each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ever
we
since
get
then,
it.
like it's been a tight friend group, which hasn't, we haven't really like it goes months, even years without talking to each other, but we can still come back and kick it and talk like as if we've been talking for fucking years. And that's a very rare thing.
That's true.
That women can do.
I was just gonna say, man.
But especially at this age, like
That
especially
women
at this
can
age.
do. And shout out to the women who are maybe gonna watch this one day.
I mean, he's probably. I mean, he said it already. I haven't seen him in 3-4 years, maybe
2 or 3 years. Yeah.
I mean, we've talked here and there.
Yeah.
Texting's not the same,
Right.
But I mean, we've had a conversation here and there. But here we are still. We can hang out like no time has passed.
And I feel like, okay, there's been movies made about friend groups who still come back together years later. And
Talking about Tag.
I like how they
Tag
had
was
to
a good
say
one.
it was a great movie. It was a very
Oh my
emotional
gosh,
movie.
Yes.
The ending of that movie fucked me up because I know that at one point, at one time, I'm gonna have to
gonna
lose
happen, yeah.
one of y'all. Or vice versa, I'm gonna be the one that's gone. You know what I'm saying? And it's a scary thought, especially at 30. Once you hit 30, you start thinking about,
life changing decisions.
life-changing decisions, and at the same time, your own mortality.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, you're no
Like just
longer...
recently, I had a scare with my pops, which freaked me out. He was having health issues, and then I realized I'm like, oh fuck, I'm getting towards the age where health issues with your parents
Is a thing.
it's not even a thing, but it could be.
Yeah.
It could be it.
I mean, think about it. I mean,
I'm
my parents are about to be grandparents now.
Fuck
We're at that age
Yeah.
where our parents are now old.
The
I mean, we
gra-
called them old when we were younger,
Yes.
but they weren't really old.
Exactly.
But
Now
they're
they're
now
old.
it's
They're
really
old.
getting there.
And at some point
It's
we'll go through
scary.
the same thing.
Yeah.
It's scary, dude.
Well,
It's very scary because you start thinking about your parents and you're like, fuck, what? Like, these people have been there all my life. What the fuck am I
What am I
going to do
supposed to
when
do
they
when
gone?
they're
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that,
Absolutely.
and I was I'm actually one of the first people in our group
You
that
just
experienced
recently
it.
lost a parent.
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's like that.
I didn't even know that.
It's my dad passed away, so it's like, it's a transition, man, because you.
What fucks me up, and I'm sorry, Josh, to bring this up, and we can cut this out if you want. We're not to talk about it, but at the same time, what fucks me up is you and him had just started to form a close relationship.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like when that just
yeah.
first happens, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
That to me, I don't know how you dealt with it, but to me
Yeah.
personally, that would fuck me up.
Honestly, you sit there, you go through your head, and you like, damn, you went so long without a person, and then all of a sudden this person is there,
Cristian,
and you didn't.
tres, por favor.
You don't, you
Yeah.
don't understand, like, well, damn, how is it going to be when this person isn't there again?
Right.
And then it
then it
actually
happens.
It happens, and then it fucking makes you revert as if you were a fucking child again.
And
Ooh, explain
it's-
that. No,
You
elaborate
know,
on
like,
that, please.
It's like I remember times where I was waiting on my dad to be
Right.
there and show up, and then, he didn't. And then you sit up there, and now you're like, okay, this is the person I've been waiting for all my life. He's here, and it's something as subtle, as simple as a heart attack takes him away from you. It's just like that all over again. But this time, for a fact, he's not coming back.
Yeah, fuck.
Originally you're like, okay, there's a hope, there's a wish, there's a dream that this person can come back into your life, and it'll happen. But then
And it was right there. That's again, like I said, that's the part
Yeah.
that fucks me up. It was right there. You had just started this relationship. I remember you telling me and my dad kicking it, me and my dad
Yep,
doing this,
yep.
this and that.
The thought
then-
is hard with your parents because recently, I want to say maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago, my grandfather passed away.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
My dad's father.
Yeah.
wow, I didn't know
And
that.
sorry.
It was rough because
My
my dad
condolences.
he's still in transition moving here
Yeah.
Right.
to help us out.
Yeah.
Because he remembers how hard it was raising a kid. And, with us having our first one, he wants to be able to give us that hand.
Contribute. Yeah.
And, with him being back and forth, he was going back and forth every weekend to move his stuff, pack his stuff, do whatever he can.
In transition, yeah.
And, one weekend he went out there, saw him one day, he was there, and the next day, gone.
And you know,
That one weekend he was there, and it was hard because it was a grandfather that, even though I didn't see him a lot, it was one I did speak to and was close to, so it was rough. You know, I couldn't imagine it with
Right.
a parent, and I know eventually we're all gonna have to go through it, but it's just I don't know.
I'll tell
it's
you
definitely not easy.
right now, firsthand. You guys have not experienced it, and I have experienced it. And there's nothing in the world that can prepare you for that situation.
I bet.
You know, I mean, nothing. Even though this person was not there constantly in my life, that
It's
was
still
still
apparent.
someone who brought me into this world.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you sit up there and you're like, damn, you know, I remember moments where I didn't see him, and then moments when I saw him. And then now I'm like, damn, this time I know for a fact I'm never going to see him again.
What you're feeling though, I feel like is very mature though, because a lot
Especially
of people,
given
a lot
that
of people
situation,
that
you know?
go through
Given
that
that situation, it's
don't
resentment.
they don't try to connect,
Yeah.
or reconnect, I should say. They don't try to reconnect, and when they lose that person, most of them are like, I didn't have a connection anyway, whatever, you know. Whereas even though that connection wasn't really there, and then you guys were trying to reconnect, you still felt it because you were mature enough to say, hey, you know what? Because of him, I have life. Because of him, I'm here.
What led you
because
to
of
that?
him, I
So,
was able to.
What led you to be able to swallow your pride at a certain point and be able to, you know what?
It definitely takes maturity to be able to
Of
do this.
course.
So,
It definitely does.
Yeah.
I'll
for
be
sure.
honest, you know, like you guys know me. You guys have known me for years. I'm a very fucking
Not mature person.
not mature person. I like to talk shit. I like to have fun.
Absolutely.
I like to, you know,
It's
I
a
don't
shell,
give a
though.
fuck.
But serious
It's what we
times
show to the
calls for
world because
serious
at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
I feel like that's a front that we show to the world. But at the end of the day, we are human.
Absolutely.
We do break down. We do have our emotions. You know, like, and especially men.
Yeah.
Because this is man meets.
Well,
And we,
especially men,
we like
we
to have fun.
as a man,
hold our emotions to ourselves, though.
yeah, but as a man, that's how
Absolutely.
you're trained.
Thank
It
you.
is.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are,
it is.
as a man, you
Yeah.
grow up and you sit there in those situations, and
You don't.
when
sometimes-
you're young,
yeah.
they're like, "Come on, man, you don't show emotion.
You a fucking man.
You're a fucking
Be
man.
a
Like,
man.
Be
You
a
know what,
man."
though? And,
Be
and
a
to
man.
go back to what we were talking about earlier, that's what kind of keeps this group kind of how it is, because we were so straightforward with each other, and we were just like, you know what, man, if you're going through something, just talk to me.
Yeah.
And we've
Talk to
had
us.
those moments.
If you got to shed some tears, shed them.
That's another thing
Like,
that I
it's-
think
there's
kept us
nothing-
close is that we were a safe space for each other.
Absolutely.
You know,
100%.
like
100%.
all of y'all has seen me break
Absolutely.
down.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
that's something that I don't show a lot of people. You know, I don't, and sometimes it's inevitable because you're having certain conversations. You're maybe having a few drinks with your homies, and then out of nowhere, a serious conversation come up, and you start shedding tears, and you're like, "What the fuck? I would never do this around other people."
And you're probably sitting
Yeah,
there
but
thinking,
you-
like, I hope they drink enough to not remember it tomorrow.
I
But
hope they don't
but-
call me a bitch for this. I hope they
But you
don't.
want to know
know
something? That's the part about life is like you now have these friends where you feel comfortable enough
Oh,
to
yeah.
open up to.
It's family.
like
Once you feel like family, I feel
Yes.
it's a whole different
your
thing.
friendship has not. It's no longer a friendship. Now this is an eternity. This
Yeah.
is now
Yeah,
your.
yeah.
This is your family that you have created. So you
Right.
have that opportunity to show those emotions that you wouldn't show to anyone else.
Right.
And that's why no matter how much time passes,
We
You
can
know.
still reconnect.
we
like
can
yeah,
come
that.
here, we can talk trash.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
You can cry a little, laugh a little, and even though we might joke about it, you know, at the end of the day, we're all here. We're all here
Yeah.
for each other, and that's kind of what kept us so close. Is, you know, from day one, from the day
Right.
we all met each other, we were straightforward with each other.
Oh, for sure.
We were
That
rough.
outfit looks
shit.
like trash. Why are you doing that? What is this?
We were
you know,
rough.
oh, you better stop, Fry. Slap
Reason
you.
why
It was
I
just,
reason
you know,
why I met you
yeah.
is because when I moved to the area in Riverside that we all met each other in, I was fresh out from Moval, and for people who don't know Moreno Valley, it's a very 50% black, 50% Hispanic city.
Yeah.
So then when we met each other, and I go to this white ass town, I saw another colored person. And I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, we here. Like, what are we gonna do?
And it's funny because
help.
So he doesn't remember, but so we met seventh grade.
SOS.
We met we met seventh grade, and it's funny because
Our food's here.
he was straight from Moreno
Shout out to
Valley,
the other.
and it was my first year in the same city as him from LA,
I didn't know that.
which Yeah, my seventh grade year was my first.
We're from LA.
South Central.
Ooh.
So I went from South Central.
Oh, so you saw me and recognized me immediately.
Right. So when he approached, I was like, cool, this is a familiar right here.
Right.
He dressed like me.
Baggy ass.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Wait, can we describe the outfit? Because I believe the shorts were pants at one point.
They
Because
might have been pants, and I thought they were pants, but they
were
might have been
fucking
shorts.
No,
and they were so damn long that it looked like he had.
That was
like,
during the times. where
all
the
you could see was the edge of the ankle.
No, that was during
it,
the time,
because
and I know
pants were
exactly what
so
you're talking about.
goddamn
That's when we were all wearing South Pole.
long.
That's what it
Oh my
was.
God, dude.
Well, it
South
was
Pole
South
Pro
Pole,
Club.
Pro Club.
Yeah, but
Shaka.
during that time, I was probably
Yep.
some crease stickies with a white tee or some shit. I don't know.
And
I
I
with
saw
the,
him.
with
I
the
just had some
46
baggy
inch
jeans on.
belt on. I'm like, bro, it doesn't make sense. Your waistline
The letter
is
belts,
yes, and it has your initials in fucking Old
Goddamn
English.
right. Yes, it did.
And I'm all like,
yes,
sir.
it did.
And see, I was
Like-
still wearing baggy pants.
Yeah.
Yep.
T-shirts where the shirt
So
went
I look
past my
around.
elbow.
And first of all, that was the first time when me walking into Earhart Middle School, and we're gonna name
was
it. Fuck it.
different.
Me walking into Earhart Middle School, that was the first time I had ever seen or heard of emos.
I'll tell you right now, that was the first
Okay.
time I actually met a real fucking Brittany, and she was descripted as if the bitch was in a goddamn dictionary. Okay? First time in my life. I was like, most of the Britneys I knew had weaves and like
Wait,
maroon braids.
so we've never told you how I never told you how we met, huh?
You and Josh, no. Let's hear this story.
So Josh and his sister came to Earhart mid-year, 8th grade.
So you met Josh in middle school?
I met him in middle school. Yeah,
didn't meet you till high school.
I met him in 8th grade, and I met his sister first.
You probably didn't see me in middle school because I was like, short.
You were lost in the
Yeah,
crowd
well-
most of the year.
Yeah.
He wasn't as tall as he was then.
But you want to know what's
But-
crazy?
I'm as short as I am
You
now.
still haven't grown since like
That's what I'm saying.
sophomore year.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying,
I think
like-
middle school is where I stopped growing.
So,
you know,
I was
but I
like,
met
no,
5'5" is what was meant
I
for
met
my
his
people.
sister
right?
first. I had a class with her, and one of our other
You're more
mutual
aerodynamic.
friends-
Just remember
One
that.
of our other mutual friends met.
Fuck you, Caesar. I heard that. They brought him apple
They
juice.
did. They got you the juice box.
They brought him
Yes.
a juice box.
Organic.
They brought the apple juice.
Christian has his
Organic.
apple
They brought an apple juice.
juice.
Thank you.
I want y'all to see how small this thing
That's
is.
hilarious.
Organic.
That's awesome.
And it comes with a crazy
Hey, you know
straw.
what?
So-
they thought of you.
We
God
know
damn right you are.
We know
So,
you are.
a mutual friend of ours.
This motherfucker ordered chocolate milk when we went to Denny's.
Are you serious?
Big fucking difference. What is hot chocolate, but
It came in a glass.
what is
so-
hot chocolate, but not fucking chocolate milk heated up? Like, that's what it is.
Oh man.
Okay, so when you met Josh.
So we
yeah.
had a mutual friend,
Okay.
and she met him first.
Wait, who's she?
So she brought him.
Oh, okay, got
So
it.
she brought him over to our friend group and was.
So
And she
Danny and
basically
Thug
just
Julie.
did. I kid you not. This is exactly what she did. She went. This is Josh. You'll like him. Goodbye. And she walked the fuck away.
Actually-
she dropped him
I'm
off.
sorry.
Dropped him off in the
Okay.
friends group.
As if I was a child at a daycare.
Hey,
She dropped him off and disappeared. She just walked away.
She
That
basically
was it.
said,
Hey.
nigga, you meet nigga, and you niggas become
yeah.
friends. That was
Fast forward 2 years though. That's how you introduced Josh to me.
I 100%.
But I hung out. I
You
stayed
said,
around.
you said, "This is Josh. Y'all be friends."
Basically.
But I was still there.
You were still there,
She
sure.
walked away.
She
after.
she left.
She left. She
She
said,
left.
"Here you go," and left.
Deuces.
Didn't see her
She
for the
was
rest
busy.
of lunch.
She
That
was
was it.
also known for being busy.
But that's
Sure, we'll
how
use those
that was our
words, busy.
introduction into meeting him. That was it.
Right.
That's where it started.
I will say this. The most awkward time I had ever been introduced to anyone. And then all I said was, hey, you guys want pizza? Like,
Tried to buy everybody lunch.
I just bought everybody pizza. Shit, I still
I'll
do
be
that
your
to
friend.
this day.
Shit.
Like, hey,
That's
you guys want some
first
pizza?
of all, I still do that with like women. If a woman feeds me, you are my friend. You know, like
we have met mutual ground.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the time your mom fed me, I'm like, this is not my mom. Like this is now. I will die for you.
Just so you guys know,
You know, like-
she fucked up one year and she gave him food and he's never left. Okay. He
Mac
was
and
like,
cheese.
I believe
he was
it.
like
the mac
a
and cheese.
fucking.
On a,
believe it.
on a Thanksgiving day,
was like a
she
dog
offered me. No, she
lost in a
offered me
park.
my own tray of mac and
believe it.
cheese
I
to
believe
take
it.
home.
He was
And
like
I
a lost
said,
puppy, and we rescued him.
Yeah.
And he's never gone back home.
I believe it because
I love her with all my heart.
I believe it because his mom would help out everybody. I
Oh,
mean,
my God.
Back when
His mom-
Nextel Sprint was a thing.
His
mom
mom-
used to
Jesus.
hook us up with the discounts on new phones. We used to use her discount for everything.
Everything.
His mom,
man.
I'll make this comparison, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. His mom is the kitty from that 70s show to our friend
100%.
group.
I'll give it to you. You can take it. You can take that. I'm not even gonna fight you on that one.
That's who she is. She is Kitty from that 70s
Dude.
show to our friend group.
But black,
A
dude,
black
but
version.
black,
A
with
black
a lot
kitty.
of fucking attitude. It's
Yes.
crazy.
But I love
will-
her. But she's real. She's so real.
Man.
She's so real, and I think that's what draws us back to
Absolutely.
her. You know? Shout out to Mama Josh. I call her Mama Josh.
And
I'm
I
not
gotta
gonna say her
too,
name.
You had to have been there some days.
No, don't do that.
I'm
Don't
not
do
gonna
that.
tell the whole story.
When they was
Don't do
arguing,
that. No,
It's not just
when they
No,
argue,
I already
it's the
know.
most
I already know where
hilarious
he's
shit
going.
ever.
I already know where
I
he's
want to hear
going.
it. Fuck it.
It's
I want
not
to
the
hear it.
argument.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right,
my
all right. I gotta do it. I gotta
Do
do
it.
it now.
Do
I
it.
gotta
Do it. Do it. Do
So
it.
it's not the
Yeah.
argument. It's just so. I mean, as when we were kids, I was at his house a lot, hanging out.
Shit, a
All
lot.
the
Nigga, you
time.
damn near lived there.
Yeah. Then we all.
Mom,
Shit, right? I was like, all y'all did.
Then we all.
his mom, as much as she took care of all of us, every time we came over there, she made sure she took care of us. But their interaction with each other
Is
was
fucking
always
comical.
the best. I can never forget this day.
Dude, I already know which one you're talking about.
I love the
already know.
dynamic, and I want to hear it. Josh,
We were
don't
sitting there.
don't
I-
stop him.
so I'm not.
I wanna hear it.
Let
I
him-
wanna hear it.
I think it was. I'm about to start crying. So I think it was. I think it was the first night I ever slept over his house.
Yep.
Okay.
I was staying over there. I think we were in high school at this time, maybe.
Yep. We were freshmen in high school.
We were playing video games. I don't remember what we're. I don't even remember what we're playing. I think we're playing Need for Speed or
Playing
something.
Need for Speed. Need for
Wait,
Speed.
which one? That's important.
Come on,
I
Underground.
don't know.
Which one?
That's
Underground
not the
2?
moral of the
Underground
story,
2.
though.
Need for Speed
Underground 2
2
was the shit.
Shit. That's the only one to play.
So he
Dog.
was there. He was in the zone. He was just playing the game.
Yeah.
He was doing it.
Knowing him, he's a car guy too.
And-
so
and
knowing
man,
him,
man.
you know,
I bet you jerked off to Need for Speed.
Dude, he was he was at top speed that the car
Bro.
can go, just driving. You know,
Hell yeah.
the point where the screen is blurry.
Yes.
It's so
Oh,
blurry.
just gone. Oh, with the
And
nitrous.
Yeah.
They're
There
in
was-
nitrous mode.
Yeah.
there
Got
was
it. Got
some
it. Got it.
conversation
Handling
going
it.
on between him and his mom. I can't
Yeah.
remember the conversation. Whatever it was, he got popped so hard.
No,
Oh,
dude.
for real? She
No,
smacked him?
No, it
No,
wasn't
it
a
wasn't-
conversation.
it was-
Remember, she
it
just
was
walked
just-
downstairs, and she just came over there, and she
Like,
just sucker
hey, how you
punched
doing?
me.
Pop.
She just
What?
said,
Not
she
only
sucker
did
punched
he
me and
get
said,
hit,
I
but
love you.
Because
you get hit
of
too?
that, his car crashed so hard he lost the game.
Dude.
It
Literally,
was like just
I
a
remember
back-
this shit so vividly, bro.
Why'd
We
you
were-
get popped though?
There
Bro,
was no- it
there
was
was no
tough. It was
reason.
love.
My
It was
mom
love.
just came
was
downstairs.
love.
She,
That's all it was.
What was the
what
love
it was
punch?
is him and I were
Where'd
down
you get
there.
popped in though? Like in the face?
Oh
or-
yeah, she sucker punched me.
Yeah,
dude.
it was.
So,
It was for real. He was
and,
just.
and I'll tell
just
you right now,
imagine
man.
somebody sitting
at
there
the
doing
time-
this and just.
At the time, the lady was like 8 years old
Oh,
with a
Jesus.
mean ass right hook. Okay, so I will tell you right now, bro, no bullshit. We're sitting there, we're playing this game.
And when I
We're
tell you
we're
he
getting
was in the
rowdy.
zone-
Me and
Yeah.
him were like, hey, I'm about to whoop that ass, bro. We were
He
we were
think
beating
anything
levels.
Else about it.
I
He
didn't
was
think
just
anything else,
staring.
bro.
He was
I was just whooping ass on the game, right? And my
And
mom
there it
just
is.
come
Boom.
downstairs. She makes sure because she bought this big ass thing of Chinese food. She just makes sure the Chinese food was put away. Right before she goes upstairs, she just says,
pop. So just
I
imagine.
love you.
Imagine
she
somebody
just sucker
sitting there,
punched
right?
me and
And
said,
said, "I love you."
I love you.
Yeah.
And then
Just-
walked upstairs,
Just
bro.
imagine that, bro. Just somebody sitting
like,
there.
what the
controller in
hell?
hand,
Was she drunk?
Playing the
No,
game. No,
sober as hell.
Drunk. This was sober.
This was
as
sober,
sober
bro.
as can be.
Bro, there was really no
No.
reason for it, but that is how my mom has
But
always been.
that was her love.
That means
every
on
time.
her way home, she was like,
She was like,
I'm
"Am
about
I
to
going to
fucking
use
She
the
was
already home.
left
She brought
hand
the
or the
dinner
right
home.
hand?"
No, but I'm saying like at one point she said, "I'm gonna go punch the shit out this motherfucker."
I gotta
Like,
show
bro,
her
she
some
used to
love
do it
today.
randomly. She used to do it
It
randomly.
was definitely a random thing that I saw often
Often. It was
because
just like,
I was there.
this nowadays, to kids.
Child abuse.
This is abuse.
Yeah.
This is,
You can call CPH
like,
on this shit.
Thank you. I'm like,
Wait,
why did
CPS.
I get beat that much? I was like, at first I was like, this is love. Then I was like, wait a minute.
We became adults and we're like, hold up.
This is abuse.
Some ain't right here.
Thumbs off.
Can someone please help me? And I would have had to help me, please.
He's like, I shouldn't, but I can legally fight you now. You need to stop.
You know what I mean? I'm like, dude. And I'm telling you right now, man, that was
man.
what? Let's say I was 15 years old. That was 16 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
That was 16 years ago. And you think this lady would have fucking changed? No. No. Look, I could be sitting there and boom.
I'm glad she hasn't though, because
Love
look,
you.
at the end of the day, your house was the spot.
Oh, it's like the iconic. Yeah,
It was the
iconic.
spot.
Hold on.
Because-
Let's clarify. Let's be specific.
Go ahead.
It wasn't specifically the house. It was the garage.
Oh, yeah.
The garage,
is where
that
we were.
was-
that was
it.
our 70s show
The
basement.
garage. Yes.
That was our 70s show
Exactly.
basement.
The
Yeah.
garage. I was looking at a photo recently with all of us hanging out in a circle. In a freaking
Really?
that 70s show style circle
Yep. And
in
I
the
think-
garage.
That's
and I
wild.
think that was when that's when we started doing the whole hookah thing. So we were
And it
going
was
around.
the blurriest photo I've ever seen.
Dude, shit. That's when shit. I think we still have flip phones.
But I
nigga.
think it was a hookah
Look,
day.
It was a hookah day.
I think it was
and
a
we
hookah
were-
day, and I think it was.
Yep.
Well, we might have had the little slide phones with the keyboard at that time.
But shit, the camera.
But
What,
yeah.
what you supposed to do with a 2.3 megapixel camera, bro?
Little potato
shit,
camera.
You're lucky. You're lucky we didn't have to trace each other out to decode who the hell was in the photo.
Damn,
Like,
flip
come on,
phones.
man.
For you kids out there, y'all
Shit.
spoiled with iPhones, man.
Bro,
because
I'm
we
spoiled.
didn't have shit. No, but I'm saying, for the kids that are growing up later, the later generations from us, don't understand. We grew up in the in-between of technology, or
When it was just
technology
coming.
taking over.
They don't.
You
I
know-
don't think they realize that the
No.
oldest millennials in their 40s.
Dude, the
They
crazy
think
thing.
the oldest millennials in their 40s. They think that we have that we're
Nah.
like babies still. But
I still
we're
remember.
not.
Well, we didn't get internet in my house till 2005, and that's when it was dial-up. I'm talking like AOL,
Oh, man,
fucking
that noise.
Red
you couldn't
Zero.
Even, you couldn't even pick up the house phone if a nigga was on the internet.
because you get kicked off.
So
You're like,
so
bro,
there was a
Oops,
way.
Mom
There was a
sent an
way.
email.
There
That's
was
what
a
I'm
way
saying.
around that.
Like, what the fuck?
That's when YouTube used to take an hour.
That's
to
when
load
YouTube started.
one
Oh
5-minute
my
video.
God.
When you first of all, trip
That's
on
also
this
when
shit.
LimeWire was fucking your computer
Trip
up
on
too.
this. Oh,
LimeWire.
That's when LimeWire was giving your computer AIDS.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I did not have sexual relations with
destroying.
yeah. No,
everybody had that.
but what
Oh
I'm
my
but what
God.
I'm saying is, I just had a like a come to reality moment when I told my little sister, I'm like, oh man, I miss when YouTube didn't have ads. She's like, YouTube didn't have ads? I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh, that's right. The youngest one, right?
little one.
Oh,
Shout out to
yes,
Bibbs.
right.
Shout out to
bro.
Bibbs.
She
Yeah.
would know.
She doesn't know. She doesn't
would-
remember
Oh,
a time
God.
where YouTube
She wouldn't.
would have never had ads.
She wouldn't because
she was
even
born, everyone
even
had a house.
Well,
They
because
didn't-
even
no
your
one had a
other
house phone
sister
anymore.
wouldn't.
I don't think-
she would probably barely remember it.
Honestly, she probably won't remember it because I hogged the computer the whole time. You know,
That's fair. That's
you know,
fair.
that's back when I was just discovering internet porn. You know, like I hogged the
this guy was
computer.
over here,
You
two
always
girls,
did
one
have
cup
that
and shit
buff-ass
over here.
right arm. I was trying to find out why that right arm
I
was the
got
strongest.
mean right
man.
hook. Why you
That
think your mama got
motherfucker-
that shit too?
Shit. Oh Lord. No. Oh Lord.
No, all he was watching
She's
was four
left-handed,
girls,
nigga.
one cup. We all know this. Come on now.
Which, by the way, a video that
Was two girls, one
traumatized a
cup,
whole
nigga.
generation
Two girls,
was
one
two
cup.
girls, one cup.
Two girls, one
And
cup.
I remember hearing
Just
about this
ruined
shit in middle.
days, ruined lives.
It
Somebody
ruined
showed
lives.
it to me. I didn't want to watch
It
it.
I've never
ruined
seen a
lives.
shark in a cup before in my life.
It was, you know what's fucked up
Twice.
though? It started.
There was more.
What's fucked up is it started sexy as fuck. It was two cute. It was two hot ass girls. It was two hot ass chicks making out, touching each other, and yada yada yada. Out of nowhere, this ice cream fucking cup comes up, and you're like, "What are they gonna do with this?"
I do have a question.
And then
about
it
that.
flips to some bitch shitting in it. And you're like, yo, what?
saying-
And then the whole, and then look up the link for.
How
You-
many
you probably
stool
don't want-
Man
softeners?
needs this for kids.
Be honest. How many stool softeners do you think they had to eat to get that shit like that?
No,
'Cause the
that was a
shit
solid shit.
it
That was a solid
That
shit.
shit was not solid,
It
bro.
looked- no,
It looked
no.
like soft serve.
That's
ice
what
cream.
I'm saying.
That
It
nigga-
looked like when you
there's
like.
No,
Oh,
Caesar,
all I can
don't you
think right
dare,
now
bro.
is how much of
If
this
you
shit's
pull
gonna
that
be
shit
cut
up
out.
y'all
tonight,
remember
we throw it
hometown?
up,
Y'all
bro.
remember hometown buffet? And we would go to soft serve and go.
Did you say a hometown buffet?
Yes, goddamn right.
It is now called.
R.I.P.
Yeah, nigga. They go.
R.I.P. to hometown, man.
You said you're gonna watch it.
You gonna watch hometown?
Oh, don't do that.
I said hometown.
No, he's gonna watch Two Girls One Cup.
Sir,
I thought he
You're
searched
You've
it.
never
eating.
seen Two Girls One Cup?
You've never
Don't
seen
you
Two
do
Girls
it.
One Cup. Don't do
No,
it.
don't
do it.
No. It's cool. It's cool.
No.
Hold on. Stop.
No.
Let him watch it.
Your phone.
Go ahead.
No.
see-
Oh,
Wait, hold up.
Let him watch.
clips.
I heard
What
it.
you saw? Highlights?
No. I hope he had seen some clips before. That nigga did not say clips.
He didn't say
said
clips. Where did you see clips at?
We've all seen clips.
Okay, thank God.
Go ahead and watch it. Wait, go ahead and watch it so we can talk about what your face looks like after you watch it.
Let us know your reviews.
No. Go ahead.
Pornhub.
I've
Just
now.
type it in on Google.
You know what? I'm not even gonna ask
We
how
talking
you know
Twitch.
what that is.
Type it on
We
Google,
talking
but don't let your
2005.
sons have your phone afterwards.
Shit.
I don't think she's gonna be on Pornhub.
Shit. You know what? You're
I don't think
asking
so.
the wrong person. Ask Christian. Christian was just watching doing all kinds of shit, backflipping and
Yeah.
stuff like.
Yeah, cast it to the
Dude,
TV and let's
dude.
do.
Oh God.
No, stop, Tom.
You'll have to blur that out for
Yeah,
sure.
I can't do editing on the video.
Look, man. Look.
Do what you gotta do. Do what
I
you
already
gotta do.
told you he's
We'll
gonna
hold
get
it. We'll hold it
canceled.
down. We'll hold it down.
So,
But the point is, like, I was really tripped out on the fact that my little sister didn't know or didn't
So,
understand on.
so get this. So my sister-in-law, she'll be 18 the end of this year, but she didn't know what a VHS was. I had to explain to her what a VHS was and how we watched a VHS. That made me feel old.
Wow.
When I showed her a picture of it, she's like, "Well, how did you watch that?" And then I explained how we had to rewind it. She's like, "There's not a menu button." No, there wasn't a menu button. You push rewind and you wait.
It's like you showing her how to make fire, like in like Western times. Like, yeah. It's like Red Dead. Like
Yeah.
this is how you skin an animal.
Yeah, I'm like, look, you put the video in, you push rewind, and you just wait. You just gotta wait.
Wow. Yes.
Yes, I'm like, you just gotta wait.
That was a quick piss.
She asked me about a menu button.
Did you make it to the bathroom? It looked like you pissed. Like you sit down and go to the mic.
I was pissing as I was walking. Okay, so anyway.
Can you
As a
sit down and
At
talk to
least
the mic?
wash your hands?
Of course.
Speak on the mic. Sit down. Hey.
How the hell did no way I was
His hands look extra dry, like they. his hands look like they had never seen water in his life.
Look, act like my hands look like Sahara Desert.
Bro.
No, don't play me.
Bro.
Don't play me. No.
Your hands,
Motherfucker, I just put
First of
Jergens
all-
on this morning, okay?
first of all, your hands look so dry.
Fuck you.
There's no way.
How dry are they?
Bruh, rub them motherfuckers together. I bet you'll catch fire.
Okay, sorry, there was a slight spark. So I won't
Yeah,
do
no,
that
we
anymore.
were talking VHS
VHS.
and
So look,
VCRs.
So I just
Blockbuster.
wanna
By
let
the
you
way,
guys
for the
know-
kids out there, VHS, video home cassettes. No, video home. What's VHS?
Nigga, Google it.
VCR, I know is video cassette recording.
I don't remember anymore. We haven't had them in so long.
Video
Yes.
home system.
Okay,
There you
so-
go. Video home.
So wait, I just want to let you guys know.
Pre-DVD.
Hollywood Video,
If you-
Blockbuster.
If you guys had to
Throwbacks.
sit there and rewind this video
You can make a meal
and
during that
wait
shit.
for that, you guys were poor. I'm sorry. We had a fast rewind. You just throw it in
Oh,
there and the motherfucker.
excuse me for growing up in
Wow.
the ghetto.
Poverty.
Yeah.
Poverty.
Sorry about that.
Poverty, bro.
Wow.
Poverty. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Huh?
since you said
Sure.
that, since you said that,
Sorry for being
if
poor.
you ever had a VHS where the film came out of it, what'd you have for that?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Did you didn't have to manually put it back in like we did?
Oh, of course I did.
With a pencil?
Oh, okay.
With
So
the pencil.
he wasn't that rich.
I wasn't that goddamn rich. Nigga ain't rich at all, but still.
But I'm saying,
Poverty, nigga. Poverty.
you were just shaming me for fucking having to
No, but I'm
physically
saying, y'all
move.
said y'all could cook a meal, bro. We used to have the fast
Bro,
rewind,
if,
bro.
if it was a whole ass movie,
Bro,
don't-
the
it
whole
don't-
ass movie fucking.
It was like 30 minutes
2 minutes.
To rewind the
2 minutes back,
motherfucker.
bro.
At least 30, 20
Hey, look,
seconds.
look,
you.
look,
Thank you.
I will
And
tell
you would just
guys
sit
right
there
now,
as a kid, just stare at it like,
I will
is it
tell you
gonna
guys
go any
right now.
faster?
Yeah.
I'm just talking shit because we were poor as shit. I remember sleeping.
But y'all
in
had
bed
the fancy shit apparently.
because my
Apparently all your money.
Listen,
Apparently all your money
listen.
went to the fancy bougie
No,
shit.
no.
Before buying a house.
We used to
Right.
get. We used to
He
get
was like,
everything.
he was like,
Fuck a house. Let's
We
get
had
this
the first
goddamn
Nigga
VHS
shit,
rewinder.
right? No, we used to get everything. So look, my mother.
We made
is
it.
The youngest. My mom is the youngest of 8. All right.
Okay.
Jesus. Yes, my mom.
Okay, I can't talk shit. My
My
mom's
mom's closest sibling to age.
12.
Dude, my mom's closest sibling to age when my mother was born was already 14 years old. By the age of 4, my mother was instantly
That ain't nothing like our friend.
no, but oh shit, don't go there. But anyway,
No, I want you to go there now.
wait. By the age of 4, my mom was instantly an only child. Everybody was out by 18, right?
Right.
So
okay.
all of her siblings were older. So we got all their secondhand stuff. And one of the things that we got was a fucking fast rewinder.
Okay,
because
so y'all didn't
my
buy
uncle-
it, y'all
No,
inherited it.
We inherited it.
Y'all inherited
I know they over here like, man, we don't use floppy disks. We went straight to CDs.
No,
like,
but I'll bet you, I will say some shit right
They come
now
from
that you
generational wealth.
we got that CD
guys, I
money.
will tell you some shit right now that nobody, I don't think any of you guys have ever experienced.
Okay.
Do you guys know
What, food?
what a laser disc player is?
Yeah, but I couldn't afford
Okay,
one.
so
Is that
we used
basically a DVD?
Nigga, it was a record.
it was
a
no, it
record
was-
with the movie on it. Okay, that's what it was. And then you had the.
Oh, no, I
Bro,
didn't have that shit.
You used to
Yeah.
watch the shit, right? And then the movie there would be first half of the movie on one side,
You
side
gotta
A,
fly it, yeah.
and then you got to turn it over and play B side. So we're sitting there one day. We get this. My uncle gives us his old laser disc player. This is when the first DVD player came out. So now we're rocking a fucking laser disc player.
Which DVDs are
Dude.
now dead. For kids back then,
Yeah.
DVDs were movies.
Man,
Yeah.
I used to buy those little DVDs and
Bro, do
burn
y'all-
my own mixtapes in my car because
Oh my
cars
God.
used to have CD
MP3
players. New
players?
ones don't have
Hey,
them
check
anymore.
it out.
Yes.
Hey, trip on this though. I just bought a Lexus. For some reason, Lexuses still have CD players.
What year is it?
2019.
2019.
And it's got a CD player?
Yes.
Dude, I drove
No
a
fucking
2023.
way.
No,
The
he actually has a
2023s.
6-disc CD player in the motherfucker. 6
fuck-
disc.
Dog, the 2024
What car,
still have
nigga?
that shit. For some reason,
Why you lying to
Lexus.
yourself?
Decided to keep it old school.
Interesting.
And honestly, I
So-
think it's because they know people who buy those
So-
cars are older and still own CDs.
So my
Well,
wife
most of the people that still drive those cars, I'm sorry to say,
Go ahead.
they purchase them and automatically have a handicap license plate to put onto them.
it's
And
crazy
you know what? I'm this
because
close to having that.
Hey, I already
It's
know.
crazy
My
because you know
sciatica
what?
be tripping.
It's,
That's like,
it's just like the fact that you go to work and I see your feet dangling at your job. It's,
Yeah.
it's a stressful
But it's
thing.
I saw
funny
him
because
drive by
that
me and the truck
2017
was-
that I had, that 2017 Hyundai I used to own,
Okay.
didn't have
Oh,
a CD.
I missed- that was a great
didn't
car.
Have didn't have a CD player.
no, dude, a lot of them don't.
The
A lot of new ones
2019
don't.
version I had.
Wait, your
didn't have
truck
a CD
still
player.
has a CD
Well, my
player?
2018 Durango doesn't have a
Jordan.
CD player.
So my wife's Ford
year?
Bronco has
But my
does not have a
2018
CD
doesn't
player
have one.
either.
no,
wife
my
has a
Durango.
A lot of new cars don't. They
don't-
stop
no
having
CD player.
CD players.
No
they
CD
have,
player at all.
They have.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't even have it like aux inputs.
Yeah,
I just want to know who the fuck still buys a
dude,
CD.
I haven't had aux or CD since the Ultima, and I haven't had that in.
Well, yeah, no one
8
buys
years
no
almost.
one buys CDs no more. But I do enjoy the fact that Lexus
Look,
gave you the
CarPlay
option
is the
to-
way. Of course, CarPlay is the
Dude,
way.
yeah,
I don't care.
The Apple
What
Play
anybody
is the
says.
way to go, for sure.
I didn't say
I don't know about
I
everybody.
did because that's where I'm living
Well,
at. my
you
life.
know
your
what?
fault.
Yeah,
Your fault, nigga. What the fuck?
it's cool
Both are our
because
faults. You
so
right.
you're trying to tell me if every retard bought a fucking iPhone, you're gonna do it? Huh? Oh wait,
There's
you
the
already
bleep
did.
again.
Sorry.
There's the bleep again. Look,
So
CarPlay
we
is the
have-
way, though.
Okay, we have 2 people in our group that sadly still own Androids, and
I'm sorry.
say
That's
sadly?
3.
3.
sadly,
Christian does
look,
too.
I got my Android
4.
because I want it.
Thank
it's not
you.
a sad thing.
It's not a sad thing. This
You
is
got it.
optional.
Look, hold on. Here. What?
This
hold on.
is funny.
You know what's funny?
You're in a
real quick.
house right
You know
now
what's funny?
dominated by Androids
Hold
right
on, let me
now.
tell you-
Yeah,
let me-
we're
let me
in
say-
Vegas where people shit on the streets.
No.
I'm not in a comfortable
Hold
position.
on. Let me say my piece real quick. Let me say my piece real quick. So,
Yeah, please.
Yes,
So-
please.
I got nothing against Apple.
Right.
I got nothing. I used to own a MacBook. I got nothing against Apple. When it comes to being a techie person, most techie people have Androids.
You mean nerds?
Sure, nerds
Okay.
have Androids.
There's
I'll
a
tell
word,
you
there's
why.
a word for that. It's nerds.
Wait, but I'll tell you why. Android can do more things at once than Apple can.
100%.
Apple is a more simple phone. If you don't know anybody, that's why most of the Apple owners are old, because they don't know how to use a smartphone, so they go to Apple.
Right.
Well, I got nothing against Apple, but there's certain things on my Android that I can do that I can't do on iPhone.
So
I have an
I
iPhone
got
for
some-
work, and I hate it.
Let me counter
I got
that.
something too, though. Wait, before you counter that.
Go ahead.
An iPhone came out in what, 2000? No. How was it that
2007.
Okay, so 2007, right? How is it that you motherfuckers still have the same operating system from 2007, but y'all pay $1,800 for a fucking phone?
That's the same operating system.
Nigga, the photos are exactly the same from the original iPhone.
No, I would challenge that.
I will say, hold on, I will say.
challenge that. Yeah.
No. So my wife has the iPhone 15
Her bad.
that I paid for,
Her bad.
Shout out to wifey.
and
Pregnant.
it's not a
Ayo.
bad phone. It's
horrible.
not enough for me to switch to it, but it's not a bad phone.
The camera's still shit.
Now it's got some more features in it.
Bro, I know y'all didn't eat all the
But
goddamn
you-
fries. Hold up. No.
But
As long as the nugget's still there,
I
I'm
feel
not-
like it depends on what you do with your phone that determines which one you like.
Agreed.
See, I'm a techie person. I work in the field. I do a lot of smart home
I disagree.
stuff,
The only
and
reason
my
that-
phone does a lot more than an iPhone.
The only
can.
reason I disagree is I think this factor has been overlooked. And I think it's the factor of the first smartphone I ever owned. Keep in mind, we are from a generation that had to transition at one point from not having a smartphone and a regular text message, whatever the fuck phone, to now a smartphone that can access the internet, can download apps and yada, yada, yada. The first smartphone that I ever owned was an iPhone. Now, later on, I tried to transition. I had the Samsung 10. I transitioned to the Samsung, and the only reason I did was because they still had the option to download music straight to your phone,
So
right? I think
you skipped
whatever,
the whole Windows Mobile, BlackBerry,
all that.
You
all that.
skipped out all those smartphones.
I couldn't
You
afford
and I
it.
have
Yeah.
been dedicated to that stuff for that long.
Y'all were
to
privileged.
where
Y'all were
we-
privileged.
We
I
had
couldn't afford
Blackberries.
it.
We had all that.
I
Whoa,
couldn't afford
privilege?
it.
I wouldn't say privilege. So
I don't know
like,
about privilege.
So I had Windows.
My mom's
look,
discount was
so
the
check
shit.
this out. I had Windows Mobile. I couldn't afford a BlackBerry. It was too expensive. His mom
Which
didn't
were
have good
dope.
discounts.
Blackberries at their prime, fucking dope
Yeah,
ass phones.
his mom had good discounts on
Dude,
Blackberries.
her fucking discount was legit.
The
I was
Windows
getting one
Mobile
every
phones
year.
I had were
I wanted a sidekick. I never had a sidekick.
Got two of them.
the Windows Mobile
Still
phones
got
I
two.
had were
at
bought
me.
by somebody who had already owned them.
You don't know what I had to do to
Dylan,
get those,
I always
man.
bought off of Dylan. So those Windows Mobile
Definitely
phones that
didn't
he
do
had
that.
is where I got them from.
Okay.
So I didn't get them brand new. They're always mostly
Hand-me-downs,
Dylan's phones,
almost.
they're
Okay, so he
hand-me-downs
got a
for
new
the most
goddamn
part.
phone every 6 months, so it
Hand-me-downs.
wasn't that
Right.
bad. That was a new phone.
And because he was a friend, he gave me a deal. So I got them for a pretty good price.
Okay.
But and then when iPhone came out, the price was just so high.
Dude, yes.
Obviously.
Right.
So at once upon a time, if you had an Android, you were considered poor or
Gay.
broke
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever the case may be.
Why is that nigga drinking that damn juice box that loud,
He's
bro?
really
That's
drinking
all I
that-
want to
he's
know.
drinking that
Dude,
juice
the
box.
mic is picking that shit up. I saw him sip that shit on the fucking levels. This nigga said,
But now
Nigga was a shot
I think
back over there.
the real only difference between those two phones right now is just either it's the difference between people that are just bandwagon to it,
right.
and
Oh, yeah, I agree.
people that are
I
buying
agree.
for specific reasons.
I agree. Yeah.
That's the only difference now.
a phone's
So-
a phone at the end of the day.
so I have
They're
a
going to do the
question.
same shit, you know?
So what do you guys?
Green bubble, blue bubble, purple bubble.
Thank you.
As long as it can text and call, that's all I give a fuck
Yeah.
about. But like, what do you guys think about these things where you see these memes and women are like, "Oh, if he has an Android,
If it's a green bubble, I ain't talking to
yeah,
this
I ain't talking
motherfucker.
to-"
Yeah.
Like, bro, are you really
Yeah.
that simplistic to where?
So
We're talking about
because-
women. Yes.
So I
God
ignore
damn.
those memes
Man memes.
for one reason.
Go ahead.
I'm married,
Okay.
and my wife had Android first. I guess that's two reasons. She had an Android first, and the
100%.
only reason why she switched to Apple is because her grandparents,
She's Asian.
who are bandwagoners,
Oh, okay.
wanted to FaceTime her And teaching them how to FaceTime an Android,
Through Android,
is
yes.
a lot more
It's
complicated than
different.
just
It's
getting her
easier
an
now.
iPhone.
It's
It's a
definitely
lot
different.
easier.
It's a lot
now.
easier now,
You
but
just
her
send a
having an
link.
iPhone is just a lot
Send
easier.
a link?
Yeah, you send a link.
We can FaceTime.
So yeah,
No,
we can FaceTime.
but that's the thing. You gotta
no,
send
you
a
just
link.
no, you just text it. You
It's
just
just-
you
but it's
just
So hold up. Try to FaceTime me right now.
you
No,
have to send it to
you-
us. You have to send it to us.
if you want to FaceTime Josh,
you
I'll
just
do it right now.
You send
Yeah.
us a text.
I didn't know
message.
this. Honestly, I never tried to
this is a
FaceTime.
feature that came out 3, 4
I've,
years ago.
I've
4
never
years ago.
I've never attempted to FaceTime
So
somebody.
find
with,
my number. They're gonna send me an Apple link, and then it'll just
and it
connect.
works just fine.
It
it,
can-
it
and
has
you-
to be through FaceTime.
Yeah, and then you send the damn
New
link to it.
FaceTime.
And just
Josh,
click on his name.
Yep,
invite with message.
do and then watch.
Boom. It sends you a link.
Yep,
I honestly I never knew this.
yep.
This
Yeah.
is this
And
is
it's not a new feature.
Not a new feature at all. Boom. It
But-
says look, and then look. This is what I get.
But check this
it
out,
Says,
but try-
join my FaceTime.
Join it?
and then it says boom.
But trying
I
to
click
teach
it.
older folks that,
What's your name? You type in your name. Continue. Allow.
did he just type his whole name in?
No, just my fuck. Come on now.
I'm waiting.
Join.
Okay. That sends me
Oh,
okay.
that's because you guys are right next to each other.
We're getting
yes.
feedback, but
I canceled it already. So that's already a lot at that point. I wouldn't want to call you because look, to FaceTime
So-
a person with the iPhone, check it out. This is all I gotta do. Click this little link right
So
here.
get this.
FaceTime video, and then it sends this audio to it. Hopefully this person responds.
So get this.
we answer your damn phone.
Don't answer it. Hang up. I'm sorry.
All he gotta do is
Answer
accept it.
if he wants to.
What up, sexy?
Wow. So,
That's it.
well, that's
No
true.
link.
Wait, wait,
Literally
that's
the same
true.
shit though.
Hold on.
You hit two
I
buttons,
understand.
right?
I understand.
That's
I understand.
true. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Well, no.
So-
No.
Google.
Well, yes. Me
Google-
on my side, yes. On my
Google
side,
is
yes.
very popular, right?
right.
So, my father-in-law recently went back to Android,
Okay.
and he still FaceTimes his daughter. So what he did was I showed him what to do. I was like, you guys can FaceTime each other just fine. It's easy. My wife used to have an Android, so she has a Gmail account, obviously. All you guys have to do is have Google Meet.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
now
yeah.
when he clicks,
Which I don't.
when he clicks that FaceTime button on his phone,
Oh,
it
got
calls
it.
her
It
the
links
same
it.
way
It
you
links
do
it
like
together.
FaceTime.
Got it. Okay.
And when she hits the FaceTime button, it calls
Right.
him through Google Meet the same way.
Did y'all
So it's easy.
hear about Xbox giving up,
Giving up on what?
surrendering with consoles?
No, last
they
thing I heard
announced-
was they're doing cloud gaming,
So yeah.
which I've tried. I've
And
tested it out. It's pretty good.
So they announced that they're not now from now on not making new consoles and now focusing
Oh, yeah.
on that
Cloud. Yeah,
streaming
yeah,
cloud
absolutely.
shit. And I think it comes
that-
from the fact that PS5 outsold them.
Well, I'm gonna.
That
but
is
that
pro-
is that
that's
just
probably
like the,
true. I think because I have the new Xbox. I have the Xbox Series S,
you know you're gay, yeah.
and my cousin has. I've always been an Xbox person. I love Halo.
You know what? I
love
started
Halo.
with-
Must
Thank
be
you.
nice
If it
because my
wasn't- if
broke
it-
ass
look,
can't afford
look.
an Xbox One.
So my wife bought it for me. First of
the
all,
fuck up.
and there was only one available.
Sell one of your boats and
So-
you could buy an Xbox.
oh, don't
You could
go
buy
there.
a bunch of
Shut
Xboxes.
the fuck up.
Go
But-
there.
So
This whole I'm broke shit.
I know.
Sell
Yeah.
one of your fucking 7 cars and you're fine.
and your boats,
Oh
yeah.
my
So
god, we're not gonna go there.
So I do have the new one. We got it late. We bought it when we moved to North Carolina. There was
Xbox
only
One?
one left.
The
I never
Xbox?
had
The
one.
Xbox, yeah.
Nigga say I got it late. I never had one. Nigga.
Because you didn't buy it. You
Well,
could.
but you got.
No,
but
nigga,
you have
struggle is
PlayStation.
real.
You have PlayStation at your house.
Struggle is
Same
real.
thing.
I do
I
have
bet.
the PS5.
So we do have a PS4 that we got
This motherfucker.
cheap from somebody else as well.
Okay.
PlayStation does definitely outsell Xbox.
Xbox
now,
was shit when it
Xbox-
first came out. That's
No.
wrong.
Xbox has
I think
been
where they
testing.
I think where they fucked up. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Xbox has been testing the whole cloud gaming thing. I don't know if they're trying to compete with Steam or whatever they're trying to do,
Or Oculus or
or if
something.
they're just trying to
'Cause
get
they're going on the
board
virtual
with
reality
the whole
shit.
digital
Well, what
thing.
about
Yes.
what
Yeah.
about the whole? There's the PS. What is it like? Backbone now. Is that why they're trying to do
Backbone's
that?
got nothing to do with PS.
Well, isn't that
Backbone
a
is
PlayStation?
just it's an extension to your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, but you
to
can
use
play
as a
every
controller.
game
Yeah.
Oh yeah, PlayStation has
on
that
your
too.
fucking phone.
Yeah,
I
and
know
you,
what's
then-
but
called,
you can
but
do it
yeah.
on PlayStation. You can do it on Xbox. You can do it on a computer.
Oh,
you can do it
see,
on
I didn't
Steam,
know you could do it
on
on
Nintendo.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I tested out the cloud thing for Xbox. I tested it on my laptop. I tested it on my phone,
Okay.
and it works pretty good.
Fucking
There's
nerd.
no lag. Hey, look, dude, I love technology. Call me nerd. Do whatever
too.
you want. I love
I
technology.
love technology, but I
But
turn to a different
You're in a different
But
bracket
of
but
technology.
it works pretty well. If Xbox
Yours
wants
is
to
more
do
audio
it,
video.
Right. Yeah.
I think they can do it better than like Google did. Google had their own version of gaming and it didn't do too well.
I
And
think
they stopped it.
I think Xbox, because the first console that I really ever, aside from I had the PS1. During that time, I didn't really buy new consoles or nothing. The first console that my dad was able to afford and buy me was the first Xbox, right?
Okay.
The first one, the black one with the green little middle part. The first
Remember
Xbox.
The first
the Xbox. Yeah. That's the first one I had.
That's
yeah.
the first one. That's the first one I owned. What pissed me off was months later, the 360 came out. Right?
He bought it late.
I bought it late.
Late as
Again,
hell.
like I said,
Damn.
like I
gonna say,
said, we couldn't afford it
There
until
was
then.
a 5 years
All right.
before the 360 came.
We couldn't
That nigga
afford
bought
it.
it on the 50% off.
We couldn't
sale.
afford it
Goddamn.
until
I got
then.
you. I got you.
Sorry
Yeah.
for being poor.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Shit.
I had the one. I had the first one. I liked it.
Well, you
So-
was 5 years of poor nigga because that shit came like goddamn.
So I had that same Xbox.
It got stolen.
Oh.
They
I
broke into
did
our
not
house.
have that happen.
They broke into our house and took. But the motherfuckers took the Xbox without the cables, and then without having. I don't know if they didn't have enough time,
No,
or they
that
just
nigga
didn't
had
have
an
Left the
Xbox
games
at
and the
home.
controller.
all the games and controllers was left.
That's because that nigga had an Xbox
So-
at home. He just needed the console. That's why.
So the first I mean I had a Nintendo, right? I had an NES. I had a Nintendo 64. Those are my
64,
introductions into
of course.
video games.
Yeah, no, yeah, same here. Yeah,
My first major system was the Xbox.
Game Boy.
The
Game
same
Boy
one
was
you're
my
talking
first
about.
introduction.
I did have Game Boy.
Advance was my first one that we.
I
I
know
had
that
the
shit
black
ain't
and
gone.
white. I had the black and white version.
Remember how I
Probably
took 2 glasses?
And I had
That's a sip,
and I
and
had
I've
one too.
had
There's
none.
enough beer. There's enough beer.
Just get over it. It's fine.
Emotionally scarred right now.
So
Fuck off.
I had a Game Boy too. I had the black and white version first.
Nice.
Then I had the Game Boy Color in Advance.
I got
But-
that purple one that was see through, the Game Boy
Yeah.
Color. Remember that shit was badass.
That was Advance.
And then
The
I had,
Advance.
no,
the Advance.
the Game Boy.
Well, no, they had a color version.
They
that
had
was
a
like
that was
Game Boy
see-through like
Color,
that?
which was
That's
see through, and
I don't
then I
think
got the Game
it
Boy
purple, though?
Advance. Yeah, the purple see through
It
one.
wasn't a blue.
Or blue or purple. I thought it was always
blue.
purple because it looked more purple. to me,
But Xbox was my first like major
Introduction.
introduction.
And
that
Halo.
that I was
We
able to get
can't
myself. And
disregard.
Halo was
we
the
can't
thing.
look. Aside from me being now a PlayStation guy, because I consider myself one, because that's the console that I
No,
own.
you're a
PlayStation is
PlayStation guy because you got your damn Xbox stolen. You said, "Fuck it, I'm going
No,
PlayStation."
honestly,
No,
no.
PlayStation-
That's not even why. Let me explain to you why. It's because when I finally moved on from the Xbox to a 360, I owned 2 different 360s because they kept getting the red
light of
ring
death.
of
Yep.
death.
Yep.
Well, did you buy them 5 years later, like you did the fucking Xbox?
No.
No, I
But
had
check it out.
that twice,
Xbox
too.
had that thing.
Yeah, oh no, mine
Xbox
did
for
too.
some reason would overheat. PlayStation.
Then you had the stupid towel thing you had to do
You
and
could
all this.
drop
Yeah,
a
with the fucking
PlayStation.
ice or
You
whatever,
could drop
yeah.
a PlayStation. You could fuck it up. You could do whatever the fuck, and it will still work. These Asians in
Speaking
Japan.
of that, remember we did that shit with my PS2. We ran that bitch over with the car, and we still plugged it in, and it motherfucker still worked.
It is still works.
Bro, we
Hold up,
ran.
y'all ran a PlayStation.
So
It
look,
wasn't on
bro,
purpose. I don't
it
even know
wasn't
how
on
it happened.
purpose. It was,
How
it
was the PlayStation? Okay,
I don't-
explain this
we
goddamn
were
story.
we were getting ready to go somewhere. We had it. We had it with us. Somehow the bag ended up behind the fucking car. We ran.
It was in the bag.
It was in
we
the
were,
backpack.
We were bringing
How
it from
did
somewhere.
somehow
somewhere
this
else.
bag end up behind the car?
Because we jumped out in the middle.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
we were young, so our attention span was
Kids.
like
Look,
fucking
dude, we did a lot of
squirrel, and
stuff.
we did
His
it, you know
house
what I
has
mean?
been through some stuff.
My house has been through hell. But anywho, this
Should have been there at my
we
30th.
ran this damn thing.
I don't know if your
over.
30th compares to us putting in lowering springs for the first time.
Oh my god.
We put a whole
Okay,
ass
put a
hole
pin in that.
his wall.
Put a pin in that, and let's go with this
Yeah.
PlayStation. And I want to hear about this lowering spring shit.
So
Yeah.
this
Because now I don't know if I
PlayStation
want you to install these goddamn
thing-
fucking.
Shut up.
That was some.
That was
we were
there. That
teenagers
was
still.
there.
It's different now.
All right.
There was a few mistakes there. Errors will not happen again.
So when we did
Please.
Jordan's car,
Please.
we had no errors. We were
Oh,
good.
yeah, we were good. But
Okay, so
anywho,
what happened with this
the
PlayStation?
PlayStation, my mom gets ready. She's like, all right, let's go. We were actually on the way to GameStop. We were going to fucking trade
That's
the
when
damn
they had
thing
that
in.
GameStop by Galaxy Theater.
Yes.
That's not there anymore.
So we were
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
go. We were gonna
Yeah.
go trade it
RIP.
in. Fucking, I don't know what the fuck happened, but somehow we ended up putting the damn backpack behind the damn car. The car runs the backpack over.
Oh Jesus!
The now
Poor PlayStation.
PlayStation 2 has been
Ran over.
ran over. And I said, well, fuck it. I guess we can't take it no more. We go back upstairs. We plug it into the TV.
And it worked.
And the motherfucker still works.
That
And
worked. You know what that is?
It was a
Asian
sideboard
engineering.
at the time.
It worked. It was great.
You guys ever
I got
seen...
nothing against PlayStation. I have a PlayStation.
But
I love
you guys
PlayStation.
ever seen not Transformers, but Terminator, where the nigga was getting his ass whipped and half his face and shit was missing?
He was still moving.
And he was still
That was the
tearing shit up.
PlayStation.
That was the PlayStation, nigga. The PlayStation
Look,
got its ass
That motherfucker
whooped.
said, "I am
But
back."
said,
And
nigga,
look-
you want to play Need for Speed 2? Let's do this.
during COVID,
Uh-huh.
my wife and I bought a PS4. We bought it during COVID.
Okay.
Because I wanted to buy the remake of Final Fantasy VII. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan.
No, it's a great game.
And we literally bought the PlayStation so I could buy that game to play.
That nigga's a nerd.
I don't care.
But check it out.
Look, PS4
I understand-
got me
the
through
gaming
COVID.
side. I understand.
I love it. It was great. It was
Right.
a great game. It's a
Right.
great system. I still have it.
Right.
We haven't played it since, but I still have it.
So that's what led you to buy
Blow the
a.
dust off of it.
Basically, every so often I'll go over there and just
That shit when you turn it on, does it go?
Yeah, it just motherfucker.
it's like
It's like when you try to start going like.
Motherfucker sound like a Buick when you start that bitch up.
what's those videos
Like
that
shit.
what's those
Sound like
videos
a
on
two-stroke
TikTok where it sounds like a
motorcycle now.
UFO?
Yeah. No.
So I don't have. Obviously, I started on Xbox. I have nothing against it. You know, and you know what? Halo
Sounds
to
like
this
you
day,
might have
Halo
something
was-
Halo
game.
to this day is my all time. And you know what? Fuck you, people who are gonna judge me for saying this, but Halo was Call of Duty before Call of Duty existed.
Halo is the shit.
Halo
Yes,
Halo came out before Call of Duty. For people who don't know,
they did. It did call.
It came out before
That
Call of
statement
Duty.
alone hurt my.
It did.
But this story, just a storyline alone,
Because people that like Call of Duty probably played SOCOM before that
Mm-hmm.
on PS2,
Yep.
I think. SOCOM,
Mm-hmm.
Navy SEALs, whatever.
Hey, which one of y'all niggas played that Harry Potter game on PS2, bro?
The Harry Potter game.
I wasn't gay, so
No,
Well, my sister was a big Harry Potter fan, and it was crazy, bro.
isn't that
'cause
crazy? You're dating a chick that's now a very
you know
huge
what,
Harry Potter
though?
fan.
Bro, I
I
be
would
wanting to
say
tase her ass,
me
bro.
too.
I
My,
be
my,
wanting to
my
tase
wife
her,
is
just zap
very
her in
into
the
that
neck.
as well, and my
And
wife
they-
and his girlfriend talk
Oh my
a lot
God.
about Harry Potter.
Dude.
Yes,
Hey,
It
you know
is
what?
so
Okay,
annoying.
and there's nothing we can do about
I'm
it.
probably
Nothing.
the only person here, and correct me if I'm wrong. We have a lot of dudes in the house right now. I've never seen Harry Potter.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I have seen
Really?
Never seen it.
every movie. I've seen the first 10 minutes, and I
Not
fucking,
because I hate it.
automatically go into a coma.
Not because I hate it. I just never given it that chance.
So what about the Hobbit?
I started it when
Never
it
seen
was.
that too.
I started it when it first.
Lord of the
came out.
Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
I don't
when
like
I
Lord of the
when
Rings.
when I saw that it
I don't
was
like
fucking
it.
3.5 hours long, I
don't
said,
like
Okay,
"Fuck
so
this."
look, I got a story about Lord of the
I don't like
Rings,
it.
bro.
But Harry Potter, I started
You
young.
don't like Lord of the Rings?
No, I don't like it. It took too long. It took too long.
Lord of the Rings. Okay, so the only reason
You like a Lord of the Rings?
the only reason
I know we saw Bobby Lee, but come on.
sorry, sorry.
You like a Lord of the Rings?
The only fucking reason why I can't do Lord of the Rings, man. How the hell do you fall asleep in a movie and you wake up and the fucking movie's only halfway? I said, you trying to tell me there's still another hour and a half of this motherfucker? Like, bro, I mean, Lord of the Ring fans are gonna kill me for it, but I'm like, dude, I personally,
But you know what? That's going back to what you said earlier about Blood In, Blood Out.
dude,
If a
oh,
movie
yes.
keeps you entertained,
yes,
Blood In, Blood Out, for those who don't know, for the non-Hispanicals, Blood In, Blood Out is a
why
classic
you use
movie.
my word like that,
For
bro?
I like it. So
Did
I
you say
can't
Hispanic?
I
Yeah,
always
he
used to say
used
that
it.
shit. I just say, hey, man.
He used it and I liked it,
Bro,
and I'm
I'd be
running
like,
with
hey
it.
man, get your Hispanic ass over here. And then he just started
I
taking
ran with
my
it.
stuff.
I like it. I like.
Okay.
I like it.
Oh, man.
I like it.
Hispanicals.
I am Alex Garcia, and I approve this message.
I won't. I won't use it because I'm not Hispanic.
That's
so,
fine.
know,
No,
but
you
that's
can't.
cool.
You
You can use
you
it.
damn near look
You
Hispanic.
can use it, just don't
I
tell
like
the
it.
Hispanicals.
You know what? I get that at work and they just start talking Spanish. You know what I do?
Yeah.
I stare at them for a little bit.
You're like, see,
I let them finish their sentence and I go,
carne asada.
so can you repeat that again in English?
Like,
Can you say how?
I look at him and I go, so when I got to the door, I said, hello.
yeah, it wasn't hola. I said,
Can
hello.
we get started to make sure that you knew I didn't speak any other
right,
language
right,
other
right.
than English?
So when
yeah.
so okay, so going back, Blood In Blood Out, for those who haven't seen it and those who don't know about it, it's an old 1990s Mexican gangster movie, and it's so fucking long. It's a damn near 3.5 hour long movie.
It was 3 hours, 17 minutes.
Right.
damn
So
long.
the thing is, yes, I agree.
But we
but
talked
the,
about
the
it.
fact of the matter is, it keeps you entertained for all those 3 hours.
And the crazy thing is like,
You know what pisses me off about movies now? They take now movies for some reason decided to be 2 hours as opposed to like hour and a half. You know, like now they're 2.5
They're all
hours.
2 hours. 3
No,
hours.
but then
The
you
fucking
get
Avenger
that
movies
should've
are
been
all
2
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for all the dude, I watched one of these movies that are 2.5 hours that are new, and I'm like, I could, if I was an editor or a director, I could have cut out an hour of this fucking movie.
Why he come on here
it's
looking
still-
like a zombie?
Jesus, what happened to you in there?
he walked out
Goodness
here like
gracious.
he walked out here like somebody
Goodness
tickled his
gracious.
butt.
No, you're supposed to be monitoring the goddamn audio.
all I know is
He walked in, he
Homie-
walked out, he got fucked in there. Like,
homie went in the bathroom and came out, looked like he just did a whole boot camp fucking. He did a Billy Blanks Tybo video.
Oh
That's
my
what it looked
God.
like he just did right now. I swear to God, dude. I'm
the point
afraid
is-
for the toilet.
I don't mind the length of movies if they can keep me entertained
Right.
for the
And
whole.
Lord of the Rings could do that for me.
Look, I'll be honest. I have
couldn't.
the attention span of a fucking squirrel. So when it comes, to
Nah, more like that dog that
dude,
sees squirrel.
yeah,
Squirrel.
oh, squirrel,
Oh,
like,
and up,
bro,
squirrel.
and up, bro. But what I'm saying is like,
Go ahead. I'm
Lord
gonna
of the
pee real quick.
Rings. Fuck. It was
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
fucking ending.
Yeah. No, I
Literally.
couldn't- I
and
couldn't
then
get
you
into
made
it.
like 4 more of them.
I couldn't get into it. And then
couldn't-
The Hobbit.
I couldn't do it. I'm like, and then the fucking thing that got me is why are all these fucking white people walking around with no fucking shoes on, man? Put some goddamn shoes on. You trying to tell me y'all niggas can make clothes, but y'all couldn't make fucking socks? Like, it fucked me up emotionally, okay? Like, I have a hard time about walking around with no fucking shoes on or socks, you know? Because, like, shit, that's nasty, bro. You know what I mean? And then you walking through with mushrooms and shit growing in between your toes. Like, the movie just set me off. It was just very, very emotional movie for me. So I said I'll never watch it again. But to know that they made this shit 3 hours and 17 fucking minutes, and you could fall asleep at the beginning and wake up and your ass is in the middle.
As quick as he did.
Nigga, did you get some hand sanitizer or something?
Now I know what happened to Christian. All the toilet paper gone.
He wrapped, when you wrap toilet paper around your
So
forearm,
wait, I got a question. Hold on. I got a question now. Y'all motherfuckers washing your
Yes,
hands
I
while
wash
you
my
pee? Because how the fuck did you go in there and come out that
do
quick?
it was a quick
You
pee.
turn, you lead.
So the same water you pissing out is
Shit, you know, hey,
if you rub it in.
it's already
No, because
hot
we
enough,
talked about
nigga.
how
It
fast he
steams
came
during the
back. You
winter.
came back just
Yes,
as quick.
I know.
as fast.
It was a quick pee.
Exactly.
I am short.
Bro,
Okay,
your
my
hands are
bladder
dry.
is-
Bro,
my
your
bladder
hands
is
are
smaller
dry
than
as a
you.
desert too. You said your hands are small.
There's towels.
No,
No,
his
I said
bladder
my
is
bladder
small.
is small. Meaning I don't pee as much
He's
as
like
y'all
a
do.
chihuahua
You
puppy.
know what I'm saying? Like
I get that, but
you know, it's a quick bloop and then
Remember when
we
you
got-
had Leela? What was her name? Leela or Layla?
oh damn, we haven't had that.
Bro.
I haven't had that show in a long
Man,
time.
that bitch used to piss
it
like
hasn't.
10 seconds. Every
Yeah.
10 seconds.
watching
That's
it too
it.
right here, man.
It just be done.
She's like, all right, I'm done. What's up? What we doing next?
They're measures. It's not.
You trying to teach him how to do his job while we're in the middle of the show?
He told me it's been 2 hours on the podcast, and I'm like, I'm looking at the same thing he's looking at. That's not 2 hours, bro. That's 2,000 measures. Like it's a whole. It's just.
It probably has been
just
2
keep
hours
washing
though.
it. It has. We'll cut it. It's
It's
fine.
almost 1 o'clock. That's okay.
God damn.
The point is,
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
if a movie can entertain me for that length that they are presenting, I have no problem with it. But certain movies, for example,
Lord
like
of the
Lord of the
Rings.
Rings, I can't. No, I can't. No.
Like I said,
even
bro.
some of the, and I'm a huge, I'm a Marvel fan. I am. Some of the Marvel movies, I'm like,
you know,
you could have cut some of this out.
You know what's
Alex,
funny? So even
I
their
didn't need all
show,
this.
even their shows on Disney Plus that are 30 minutes is too short.
All I'm saying is,
I don't get enough now.
just like I said right before, or actually while you were doing your instant piss, if a fucking movie can start and you fall asleep and you wake up and it's
It's
still
still
half
going.
a goddamn movie left,
Too long of a movie.
the movie has got to go. The movie should have been burned at the direction station. Like as soon as the director said, "We just spent 17 months making this movie."
What movie did I did that in a movie? I went with my mom to a movie when I was younger. I fell asleep and I woke up and the movie was still going.
Probably Lord of the fucking Rings.
It wasn't. It was
Titanic. Titanic's a
no,
long ass movie.
it was a movie. It might not have been King Kong exactly, but it was one that had King Kong in it. And
Like, he did a
I
feature?
remember,
King Kong
no,
versus
they,
Godzilla.
so they were in.
He had a cameo.
They were in the
Like-
jungle. They were in the jungle
Yeah, King
portion
Kong
of it.
versus
King Kong?
And then I
Godzilla.
fell asleep and I woke up and the movie was still on and then King Kong was in the city and I was
Yep,
confused
King
and I
Kong
was like,
versus Godzilla.
what is happening right now?
Well, if
And
we remember
that was
right-
the
Oh no,
original
that's just
one.
King Kong.
It
That's
was
just
the
King
original
Kong.
one, yeah.
yeah.
I fell asleep with them still in the jungle and I woke up. All of a sudden, he's scaling a building. I'm
Here's the
like,
thing, though.
That's
As
what I'm
kids, we all remember Jurassic Park. And Jurassic Park was a long movie.
Yeah, but
it kept
it
had
kept you
dinosaurs.
interested.
It kept you entertained.
There was not a
because
moment
we were young boys that like dinosaurs.
You can watch that today, though, and you can still
true.
watch the whole
Yes,
fucking movie.
because we're still young boys that like dinosaurs. So there's nothing we can do to change it. Ask Christian.
What is
Like,
it
goodness
about
gracious.
dinosaurs that interest? I think it's the
I don't
fact
know, bro.
that
I'm
there's
a grown
giant-
ass man that still watch cartoons. I don't care.
I'm gonna always
What
be
cartoon
that grown-ass
specifically?
man.
What cartoon
Oh,
specifically?
Family Guy,
Family
fucking
Guy,
American
The
Dad,
Simpsons,
Oh, of
The
course.
American
Simpsons,
Dad. I do
the
dabble in.
Cleveland Show.
I watch
They
some
talk
anime
about-
here and
no,
there.
The Boondocks. Hey, I will tell you guys
yeah.
right
Boondocks.
now, bro.
Boondocks, yeah.
I remember watching the Boondocks when they first came out.
when we weren't supposed
when
to
we
be.
weren't supposed to, and then now I rewatch it and I'm like,
This is
I
why we were
should have
supposed to
never
be.
watched this shit.
But it's funny.
But then you
hilarious.
get the
It's
humor
fucking
and you're
hilarious.
like, this was great. This was wonderful. This is why I watched it again twice.
I don't care what
R.I.P.
anybody
Pops.
says. That was
Right?
that
R.I.P.
was
Pops.
That
Yeah.
was black folks anime. The
Oh,
Boondocks.
100%.
The Boondocks was a black
100%.
anime.
Nappy hair and all. Yep.
You know what's crazy? Hispanics have always supported y'all
You say
shit.
fried chicken, I'm
Y'all shit. Well, first of all,
Well, it was colored or nothing. So
I
Yeah,
think
a
at
color-
that point, I think it was.
like,
I think at that point it was.
It was
You were
like, you know
either-
what? That's
you
the
were
start.
either-
It's
Y'all
a
led the
start.
way.
No,
Y'all led the way.
It's a start.
You know.
Legit. You were either the box or you're the mic.
Mm-hmm.
There was no in between.
I don't know. You over here looking at you porn or what?
Oh, speaking of
Say yes.
let me tell you why this
Cut.
came into no.
Cut.
Let me tell you why this came into the conversation. So, yes,
There's actually a topic on
Came
his
into the
freaking
convers-
iPad right now that
Yes.
says
because I wrote down shit during the day that I wanted to talk about
Porn was one of them.
because of him. Yes.
this was an iconic moment in your day to where you had to write it down.
Can I explain why?
Oh yes, you're more
Can
than
I
welcome.
explain why?
More than welcome.
Can I explain
I
why?
would love
I'm
to hear
sorry.
the explanation.
Okay.
I need to hear this explanation.
So
of Midget
we're
porn.
on our way back from
Sorry, he's got ketchup on his shirt. That's why I just can't.
Yeah, he just this guy is. It looks like wow. It does not look like ketchup, you guys. I will tell you that right now. On a black shirt, it does not look like ketchup at all. Yeah, what-
Shot in the wrong direction.
yes, it looks like there was a ricochet. That's what it looks like.
so on our way back from this steakhouse.
Which was damn good, by the way.
Great steakhouse, which by the way is one of the topics on this list that I have right here because
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Steakhouses?
No. Steakhouse brothel is one
Yes.
of the topics that I have written down here. This is apparently a steakhouse that used to be a brothel,
I know.
Yes.
We've been there.
Yes.
which made me wonder while I was at the steakhouse, how many people have jizzed in this area that I'm sitting in
And eating your food in.
while eating my steak.
I'm pretty sure.
Great steak, by the way.
I'm pretty sure it was sanitized several
Great steak, by the way.
decades ago.
This is a
cool place. I
steakhouse.
like it.
This is a steakhouse that used to be a brothel in the 50s, and I didn't know that going
So-
in. I didn't know that going in until we walked in and saw the door, and the door had a little peephole where you could slide it, and back in the day they'd be
So,
like, "What's the code?"
The first
What's the
time I
password?
went,
It's Booty
Okay.
2000.
the first
What's it called? Let's shout out. Let's shout out the
What's
steakhouse.
it called?
What's it called?
Ranch House.
It's called Bob Taylor's Ranch,
Ranch House.
Bob Taylor's
So the
Ranch
first
House.
time I went,
Shout out to Bob Taylor's Ranch
we
House. Great
we
steaks.
went and we actually met him and his girlfriend over there.
Yes.
And we got there. We got there a little early because I didn't know where it was, so I wanted to make sure I could make it there. We pulled in the parking lot, and the first thing I turned my wife I was like, "Why does this look like some place I can get lynched at?" I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It's just a weird.
How do you think they make their steaks?
so
the
look,
parking lot is all dirt. First of all,
Yes.
100% dirt.
Well, there's
food was good, though.
asphalt now. There's still a lot of dirt.
Well,
but
the
yes,
food
No,
was
the-
good. The people
what
were
you
nice.
saw-
Where we parked was asphalt now.
No, it is not asphalt. It is actually
Gravel.
it is gravel that has now solidified into asphalt
Because of the rain.
It has not been
of the
Because we got a lot of rain lately.
Because of the jizz.
It just automatically
The
stuck
jizz
together.
cemented it.
It just hardened it up. Okay.
So, but when we
it
went,
just everything sounds like
when we went, I told him the same feeling.
Okay.
And then he explained to me what it used to be and
Right.
whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see that. But when we went in there, it was cool. It was a cool vibe. The vibe. I mean, we sat down at the bar because we still had to wait. We had a drink. It was cool. The people were there were nice. The food was great. But it was just, I don't know, just us sitting in there in that parking lot. I'm like, white person. Oh, there's a black person.
so.
It was like,
Yeah, we went there
So
today.
the point is,
and-
on the way back, just come up, right?
oh Lord.
Because somehow Christian's algorithm, there's all bitches. Shout out to his bitches. And,
Non-existent.
non-existent, but the bitches that he sees.
His bitches don't even know they're his bitches.
The the bitches he sees.
Shit.
So he shows us this video of this. Can we still say or not?
I think it's
Little
I think
people.
little people.
Little
is
people.
yeah.
He shows us this little person on his Instagram who's a model, probably OnlyFans model. I don't know. Does she have OnlyFans?
Did she happen to
hate
look
that,
like
you
a McDonald's chicken
He
nugget?
probably pays for it and doesn't even know it.
So he shows us this video of this little person model. Mind you, bomb. She's gorgeous, and I'm over here like, yo, hear me out. You know, like, yeah. I had seen
Alex said, "Hear me out. We probably same
I
height."
had shit.
we all know Alex is like an inch and a half from
I'm
being a
like,
dwarf.
yo, she like what 3 inches
So
shorter
it's
than me?
like-
Run it.
Like, fine.
So I had seen her before too. I had seen her pop up on my Instagram too. Like I seen her. She's famous. If I would show y'all would probably know who the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm sorry I do not follow little people.
But the point is, she was gorgeous, right? Bomb. So the conversation then leads on to, is there such thing as porn, right? So me asking the expert here, Christian, he's like, oh yeah.
And then he starts scrolling through the
He's
archives.
like, yeah, and he's like, yeah, I've seen it before. He's like, so then I'm like, okay. So then he in the back of the truck, he's looking up proof, you know, that
He's trying to justify his statement. Huh?
that there's porn, and I'm like, okay. So Caesar then asks, is it like a regular person with a midget? Like,
That's a good
Why?
question, I guess.
Wait, no. Why did the conversation have to go there?
it escalated so far.
Very quickly.
That
so
did
far.
escalate quickly.
So then he tells us he goes on a porn site and he, I guess, searches. And how many? There was like 4,269 videos pop up.
I'm sorry.
He
Did you
remembered the number?
guys,
That's
hear that? It rolled off of his tongue.
That's the only
he
time-
didn't even have to think
that's the
about it.
only
And I've
time I've
never
heard
seen
him-
Christian not have to think.
That's the only time
there
I've
was
heard him
no
say
smoke
numbers.
coming
That's
out
how
of his
he
ears at
maths.
this
Yeah.
moment.
That's the only time I heard him say legit numbers.
Yes.
So
He did them in order.
So he tells me, he's like, yeah, it's 4,000, whatever the fuck. Right. So whatever. We leave it at that. Okay. We leave it at, okay. Oh, well, that's crazy. That's dope. We keep driving for about 5-10 minutes. Out of nowhere, from the back of the truck, we hear, fuck, I want to fucking now.
Excuse me? You as being a small person should want to avoid him at all times.
He said, fuck, now I want to fucking
I'm just saying, man. You being barely able to get on all the rides at fucking Knoxberry Farm, you should avoid him at all times, bro.
I was scared.
I know you were.
I was like, is this why we so close friends now? Like,
Oh my gosh, man! Like if he comes
You
up
know?
missing again, we know why.
So that's why, to come back in full
You have
circle.
become a sex slave.
That's why. Asian porn. Why was Asian porn?
Why was Asian porn? You have Asian porn on there too?
Whoa, why is Asian?
That
porn?
must
porn is
wait. That must
topic
have been
here.
the two
Is it
girls.
because
that must
they-
have been the two girls, one
Is
cup.
it because
they
they-
were Asian?
No,
You
it's
know what
because
it
they
is?
look like a
You know what it is?
Pacifico and a thong.
You know what it is? You're married now to an Asian person.
That was 100% my fault too.
Are all their vaginas blurry?
What the fuck?
Can I get it? Be uncensored for once?
Oh my god. It is so hard to get off of the Asian porn, man, when everything looks like your vision has been
I'm
impaired.
like, why is their vaginas pixelized like that?
Stop.
Imagine that shit. You pull it down in real life and it comes with its own blurry patch.
If that shit's censored in real life,
Like,
I'm
oh
so
my
mad.
God.
You know, like I'd be mad
It
as
looks
fuck.
like it looks like a Girls Gone Wild commercial just because they're naked.
Yes,
So
yes.
I don't know where you got this information from, but they must
Asian porn.
They must have been
That's
blind.
how.
They all wear glasses. Of course, it was blurry.
No,
Shit,
my God,
no, we're
2020
talking
vision,
about
it was
junk.
it was
No, Nick,
fine to
I'm
me.
talking about they junk.
Yeah, but you said Asian porn. That means another Asian looked at another Asian and said, "I can't see."
I'm talking
So
about
maybe
the fact
so
that a
what
lot of
Jay-
Asian porn that comes from
What Jay's trying to
actual
say
Asian
is
countries are pixelized.
no, but what he's trying to say is this is how they actually envision it.
That's because
This is how they actually
that's
see it.
because
Because
in
in
I know
America,
why.
that's because in America
I know
we
why
just
there's
don't
a-
care.
No, because in Japan there is a law of
Yeah, you
that
cannot
being
have
pixelized.
any-
I get it.
Yeah,
It
in
was for
America,
the-
we
it
just
was-
don't care.
It was for the sake of the joke.
If you
God
want to
damn it.
watch it, you want to
Let
watch
me
it.
have
It
this
was
joke.
hilarious. I'll give you that.
Let me have this
I was
shit.
like blurry.
I
what?
understand
Hold
why.
on.
oh shit.
You
But
really
the times
had me,
I've been with the Asian, I'm like,
no.
it's,
You
it's
really
not
had
blurry.
me sitting there thinking. I'm like, wait,
Right.
huh?
You're like, I can't even do this right now because
I'm
I
like,
know
what
what
the
it looks
fuck?
like. This is
I
crazy.
was like blurry. I guess it couldn't be too
What-
blurry.
what
I'm
do we
about to
got?
have a kid.
What's another
I
one?
had to have seen it.
The last few, because this podcast has been going on for a minute now, and I'm probably gonna have to cut it in half. And,
You're gonna have to cut.
All I see is
Welcome-
bathroom.
You know what though? You could make it a two-parter.
No, welcome back to Man Meets, and we are still here
Is that
with
what it's
Jay
called?
Moses. We're still
Yeah,
here with Jay
yeah.
Moses and Josh and
I'm
Alex.
still envisioning how a man holds his meat, and then we could use that as the,
I'm just glad that he explained to me the way meats for the show was spelled.
oh, thank
Yes.
God.
Because when he
Yeah.
said this show name to me, I was like, really? Man meats? Okay.
Yeah.
Man Meets.
That's cool.
Okay, so the next few subjects that I have right here are longest time without a nut. And
Oh!
this comes from
I personally think
okay,
we
no,
know
wait,
someone-
let me explain. Let me explain.
I have no
Can I
idea what the
explain?
show is.
Can I explain? Can I
All I know is I
explain?
sat in this show,
Let
this
me
mic in front of
explain.
me.
Can I explain?
And I don't.
Let me explain. So, reason why this comes up is because we were recently at the Two Bears One Cave show. What
You
was it
wrote
called?
this down while we were watching a comedy?
Yes.
Why are you thinking about nuts while we were watching comedy?
Because
That's
I am
all
a
the
fucking
fucking thing was
entrepreneur.
about
That's why.
nuts.
Because I'm a goddamn businessman. So, somehow that came up at the show, right?
Yes, because every comedian talked about busting a nut for some reason.
Yes, and they said.
Which makes me feel like they don't do this often.
So I have a question. What is the longest y'all have gone without busting a nut?
10 minutes.
Mr. Handyman.
That's why he went to the bathroom. That's why he went to the
Wait,
bathroom.
Wait, that
I just
explains the
wanna let-
toilet paper on the side of the
Explains
sink.
the toilet paper.
I just want to let the viewers know it was via. Okay, it was 100%
Right,
via.
right.
Okay, this is why he went to the bathroom. He wanted his. He got it earlier than he thought. So, truly,
I'm gonna keep my answer short. I'm married and about to have a child, so there's your answer there with that
so
one.
9 months for sure. 9 months guaranteed, because you don't want the baby to have to dip in the head. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't want to poke the motherfucker.
yeah, you don't want to be.
I'm not gonna put names out there, but I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you don't want to be
Jesus.
knocking on people, man. You're like, hey,
Jesus.
man, is this what the hell?
So,
Why,
okay,
why does the
Tom.
baby have a hook in the back of his head?
Tom,
Like-
you're in the background, but this is a question for every man in the room when Caesar comes back.
well, then Christian's gonna tap it out 10 years and a half.
What's the longest you've gone without, like, not even like, I'm not saying sex. I'm saying without masturbation or
God damn.
without, thank you, without masturbation.
Oh, I thought you said 10 minutes. I was like,
2 days is the longest I had gone.
So every
I'm not-
2
I'm
days
not
you gotta
saying
reload.
Sex. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying how long have you gone without having sex. I'm saying what's the longest y'all have gone without ejaculating? As men, let's be real.
Actually, Alex,
Tom said 2 days.
Alex, I want you to answer that question, man.
I'd probably say about a week was probably the longest.
Really? For me, I'm gonna agree with Tom. Is 2 days.
Okay, so I'm fucked up then because 2 weeks for sure.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. 1 week.
About a week, yeah.
2 weeks, Caesar. 10 minutes.
20 minutes.
That's like without jacking off. That's
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, without masturbating, without anything. Yeah.
just 2 days. Like, what the fuck?
Like
said
like
2
like
days.
sperm coming out of your penis.
after about 6 hours, I see a fridge.
He said, God.
After 36 hours, I see a fridge.
He said, God damn, that
so
microwave
glad I
looking
came out
sexy
tonight.
as hell right now. He said, can you believe the neighbors bought
Alex
that
will
new
hear all this shit
stove?
and have to
Like,
edit it. But I'm so glad I came out tonight.
He said that dryer looks sexy.
oh my God, you saw the neighbors? They got that new Samsung microwave, man. Oh
He
my
said,
God.
Miss Buttersworth, you've never looked so good.
Right? Like, oh my gosh. Dude.
He said
He said, you guys ever seen that Worcestershire sauce, man? Just look at it.
said,
Like,
you ever seen that dry cycle on that goddamn
like,
fucking
shit.
dryer?
see that water bottle that I pulled out 10 minutes ago and it's starting to sweat?
It was crazy to me. It's because only reason I asked that, and well, okay, the reason why is because it came out on that on that show we went to tonight. But then I thought about the fact that the best nut you will have is when you've gone a while without busting a nut.
Oh, yeah, you mean the one that makes you go a little blurry, huh? But you feel like,
He's like, oh shit, I can't see.
my vision is impaired as fuck. Like, oh, God. Shit, I might need glasses after this.
I truly fear for when this becomes more
Oh
more popular than you expect it to be.
Like, oh my God. You're like, God damn. You're like, bitch, I can't pass my vision test right now.
He's talking about that shit that make you dizzy.
Wait.
Give me 2 weeks to recover, bitch. I need a
There's your
bottle of
answer
water,
to the
like,
blurry.
Like, shit.
Wait, that's why it's always blurry.
Oh my god. He's talking about that shit that make you dizzy. You know when you get lightheaded, you're like,
You're like, oh shit, I gotta lay down after this one. Like
in
you talking about one of those?
like in Forrest Gump,
Oh,
where he's
man.
like, I'm dizzy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like shit. Yes, it is definitely.
Oh fucking A.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. Whew.
Okay.
Whew, shit.
Well, now I know.
Yeah, you had to check your pulse after that shit, man. You're like, oh fuck, I am still alive. Like, whew.
So the next topic. Bathroom etiquette for dudes.
Wait, public or in house?
Hold on.
Public.
Where do you get these topics
Oh
from?
my god.
So
Okay,
I went to go pee at the show that we were in.
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah,
times.
you went a few times.
3, if we're counting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay.
I was counting. I was really sitting there like, damn,
Jay, how
these
many
guys are
times
going
did
to
he
the
shake?
bathroom a lot. Holy shit.
I've been drinking for a minute. Shit.
I told you, nigga, all
I
day.
drink just as much.
No, the fuck you didn't.
I mean, I'm a bigger person,
I started
guess.
at 2 p.m. when this fucker woke me up to a goddamn whiskey drink with orange juice.
Y'all didn't go before the show started?
Of course not.
Yes, I went the whole day.
I told you, nigga's like a chihuahua puppy.
Thank you. Small bladder.
He hits the ground and he's
Small
urinating.
bladder.
Okay.
But then I had multiple motherfuckers go with me, okay? So y'all can't talk shit.
So look,
Oh, they
look,
did
look.
the buddy system. I got
Yes.
you.
No,
So look, this
bathroom
is-
etiquette.
So bathroom etiquette.
Publicly. Publicly.
So look, perfect
Public
example.
bathroom
Last
etiquette.
night,
Okay.
we go out. We're on Fremont Street. We're doing the whole Fremont experience thing. We decide to go to this Hawaiian restaurant. And I literally hear this man in there fucking dying.
Oh, machine gunning that shit.
I was like,
I had just left before he went in. By the way,
Dude.
he was waiting for me to get out of the stall.
It-
I walk out and this motherfucker is wearing a Mandalorian
like
uniform,
costume.
full on.
And
I
he
swear
had
to
to
God.
go.
And
I
he
swear to
looked
God.
like someone poured a 5-gallon bucket of water on his ass. He was sweating for fucking like the whole time he was in there. I mean, it was crazy. It was like watching a fucking terrorist attack on a toilet, man. It was bad.
Okay.
It was just he was just
It was
fucking
9/11 in the stall.
dude, he was blowing shit up. I mean, floor shaking. He couldn't even flush fast enough. I mean, it was just
He was eager to get in
it
there
was
when I
aggressive.
left.
It was just very
Yeah,
aggressive,
yeah.
and I think that is definitely one of those things.
Okay, so by bathroom etiquette. Okay, I'm sorry, Ryan. Can you get close to the mic, sir, please?
Yeah. So
Thank you.
what's the etiquette part?
So the
for
reason
public restaurants.
That's not what I meant. But
just
what I
saying,
was talking
shit.
about is we all know as men we have 1, 2, 3, 4,
There's
5,
six.
6, 5.5.
Okay. I say 5 1/4, but we'll take it.
I'm kidding.
You just drink an apple
Okay,
juice out of a box. Shut
7
up.
1/4, bitch.
Like a man, though.
There's no way a man can.
You know what, Christian? It's been 20 minutes. Why don't you go back to the bathroom?
So the reason I brought this up is because as men, we all know if there are urinals,
The unspoken rule.
oh my God, the one space rule.
Every other.
bathroom etiquette as men, we all know, leave one stall in between the other guy that you.
So why
pee.
does the Caucasian guy next to me never do it? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Why is Justin pissing right next to me and there's no
Justin.
urinal in between? There's nothing to block.
With the 6
Okay.
other urinals that are
Right?
open.
And I'm like, Justin, hey man, I get it, dude. You don't gotta breathe on the back of my
who
fucking neck.
who raised you? Do you not
Yeah,
know?
like-
About the
Like,
rule.
You're like, dude.
Leave one stall between
And then-
us.
Always.
And then they always want to strike a conversation
Especially with
as
no
if,
dividers. If there's no dividers, bro, don't pee. Go
Yeah,
outside.
go-
Wait for me to
right?
leave.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
But like my thing is like
The
why is it
conversation,
that-
yes. Don't talk to me.
Why is it that Jacob wants to start a conversation with me now? Bro,
Yeah.
why are
don't
you
talk
this
to me.
fucking close?
Why are you hard?
I can
Why you hard?
Why are you looking?
Like, bro.
Because I'm hard.
Shit, right?
Because I'm hard, bro.
Fuck. I'm still trying to find out why this.
He said
Oh
I'm pissing
my
up.
God. Like, I just trying to find out why this nigga's still breathing on the back of my neck and there's
why am I
9
here?
stalls that we could have fucking spaced each other out.
Oh, why am I here?
That shit blows my mind. Like, blows my mind. Dude, right? It is just one of those situations where you sit there and you're like, bruh.
So bathroom etiquette. I just
be like, go back to COVID days, nigga. 6 feet, nigga.
also-
COVID.
Every other stall. Yeah.
also
Yes.
also one point about bathroom etiquette is if you're taking a shit and this is a bathroom that has urinals, multiple
Courtesy
urinals,
flush.
courtesy flush.
Courtesy flush. 100%. Unless
It is an important part of men. I don't want to smell it. You don't want to smell it.
Yeah.
Let's courtesy flush.
Yes, but there are moments.
I don't know, man. Sometimes that courtesy flush don't help.
It don't. And then
I get that, but at least you tried.
No,
you know what I'm
but-
saying?
but
at
then
least you
some-
tried.
Sometimes
But
you
those
just eat
commercial
something
toilets-
just like
I get that.
Man,
Trust
those
me, I had
commercial
that too.
toilets, and I'll be honest, those commercial toilets, you try to flush it, and then you realize it just sucked your whole ass cheek down, and you're like, bruh, this is not what this is. I'll take an option to not courtesy flush, and you sit out there gasping so that I do not get stuck to this fucking toilet. Okay?
You know, I had a guy tell me to shut up once.
When
while
you
he
were
was
taking shit?
No, he was taking a shit.
Oh, wait, what did you say?
He was in there. I was a little younger. I went with my brother because
Back in my day, when
my-
we used to shit.
No, so my brother was too young to go to the bathroom by himself or in the bathroom by himself. So I went with him so he can go.
Got it.
And this guy was taking the loudest, most aggressive shit I've ever heard.
And that
And I
that
mean,
man's name was Caesar.
I'm talking full on grunts like he was in pain.
Oh, God.
And
he was having a battle.
My brother was young, so he had a little laugh. It was kind of funny. And the guy was like, "Oh, shut up! Try to shit in here." And we're like, "You shut up! You just take your shit and leave us alone." Like, what do you mean? We're at Target, by the way. This is a public bathroom, one stall,
A
one
nice
urinal.
bathroom. It is notoriously known as, man, Target bathrooms are very well kept.
I don't-
Shout out
They
to Target.
I don't
But
go
this,
into
but
Target.
this
though.
Walmart
specific one,
bathrooms.
wait, but this specific one only had
Jesus, time out.
one urinal, one stall. That was it.
I'm
Got
gonna
it.
let you guys know right now. I don't go into Targets because every time I go into Target, I have 10 associates follow me, so I do not go into fucking Target.
Your fault. Stop being
Dude,
black.
there's no, I
got
can't
some-
change it. I'm sorry,
That's some dude, your past,
bro. I'm just, oh shit, don't let's not start that. But, huh?
He said wear a white face.
Tom, I think that would bring
Put on a polo.
more notice. They'd be like, "Oh my God, there's a black
They'd be
dude
like-
here in white face."
If he wore a
Put on a
white
polo.
face, they would just be like, get that black albino guy. Go watch him.
Right? Because, dude, I'm telling you, like I can go to Walmart and there's like 47 niggas in Walmart. They'll follow the white
That's
guy.
every Walmart.
They'll follow the white guy, and it's like, yeah, you follow him, you know. But I go to Target, and I'll have a shopping cart full of shit.
Well, Walmart is like walking through a dangerous neighborhood.
Walmart is
like you go down a certain aisle and you're like, yo,
Oh, sure.
I need to like
You know what I mean?
wash my back. And
The
shit,
only
you know?
thing, I'll be honest, the only thing I don't like about Walmart
Everywhere.
is everything.
if you in the hardware section, bro, carry
only-
a strap.
I don't like. My biggest thing about Walmart is everything at Walmart's on house arrest. Everything got an anklet on it, nigga. Ain't nobody walking out that
yeah.
fucking shit without an
Look.
anklet, bro.
But all Walmarts are ghetto. I'm gonna get with that though.
Yes.
Yeah, no
And
matter
you know what
where
fucked
you're
me
at.
up? You know what fucked me up is when they finally built that super Walmart in Moval, because I
That
was
one's bad too.
I was used to my ghetto Walmart. You know, like that was like it felt like family. You know, like I knew, like you know, like
You mean so you're trying to tell me when you walked into the Walmart and they hand you a bulletproof vest, you said, "This is my comfort
Yeah,
zone.
he said,
this
"Oh,
is
this
is
reminds me
home.
of home."
amazing.
this is home. Like I know where I'm at.
I know where I am. This
so when
is-
they built that, you know, the super Walmart that's now like right next to where the old ghetto Walmart used to be, and I walked in there and I'm like, oh, this is now a Costco.
Yes, because they check your receipts like they
Check your receipt, and then not to
Like
mention
they
they have
somebody.
shelves now. They have the fucking guarding department, the pharmacy. You know, it's a whole different operation, right? I remember Walmart when it was just fucking Walmart. You know,
Oh
it
yeah,
was
but they didn't
it
have
was the
super,
cheaper version of
it
Target.
wasn't.
That's
It
what
wasn't
it was.
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't everything that it is now.
Yeah.
But
You
I
know
remember the
what?
first time I went in there. I go in there. This is the first time me in that super Walmart in Moreno Valley, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta go buy some shit. Let me try shit out. So I go in there, I buy my shit. I come outside, and I'm like, where the fuck is my car? The parking lot is so big, I forgot where the fuck I parked.
And the sucky thing is, you're
Right.
like the size.
This
of
is the this
an
is
ant.
this is when I had the Corolla. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it had the if you hold it down, it starts beeping and shit. So
Time
I'm
out.
walking around holding this shit, right?
But you had to be
Wait,
but
no,
so
no, no.
far from it.
because it has a
You
certain
just,
distance.
you just said
Right.
you drove a Corolla in Moreno Valley. You and 47 other
Wait,
fucking
wait,
people
but-
that went to Walmart drove that
Wait,
same Corolla with the
Wait,
same
no,
rim.
You're being generous.
but he had that one.
It wasn't
trim.
47. It was like 100 and
It was
something.
like everybody had
But
that
he
same
did
shit.
have that one trim that wasn't very popular.
Oh yes, he had
so
that.
it was a little bit
X-
easier.
Everybody had the
RS.
Corolla.
Everybody had the base
S.
model.
I had the
S or the
XRS.
S.
The
Come on now.
XRS,
Come on.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get
So anyways,
it.
I'm
But
looking-
any
I'm
black
look-
thing with chrome rims looks like it was meant to be there.
He's right. So I'm looking for this goddamn Corolla in the fucking parking lot, and I'm over here pressing the button. I'm like, where the fuck did I park this bitch? And I see this black guy walking around, right? He keeps walking around past me, then he walks around past me again, and I'm like, and you're a Moval, so you're watching your back, right?
You sure
So
he wasn't a pedophile?
So
He
you're
probably thought you were a little
so you're
13-year-old
noticing
boy.
you're noticing certain things, and you're like, okay, this motherfucker done walked past me like 3 different times already, right?
Did he have a free candy sign?
So I'm like, so the last time I walked past him, he's like, you too, man? And I was like, I can't find this bitch. He's looking for his car too. He lost his shit too. I found
Wait.
my car
So I'm gonna
and
tell
then
you.
drove past him while he was still looking for
So
his shit.
I'm gonna tell you
His ass
why.
up said, "Sir, we'll do this together."
I'm gonna tell you why I've
Let me
never
get
lost-
right to your
why
shit.
I've never had this issue at Walmart.
Okay.
I park only by one of the 2 entrances and make sure I walk back toward that entrance because I know that's where my car is. I either park on the home side or the grocery side, and that's where I know where to go.
So I got something to say. I live in a
Oh. When don't you?
primarily Caucasian neighborhood. Okay, so I really don't give a fuck where I park or how I park because guess what? Ain't nobody gonna touch my shit. I drove to Moval, let somebody use my vehicle one fucking time. One fucking time.
Just recently, right?
Just recently, and this motherfucker calls me and says, "Hey man, you need to get your ass over here right now." Nigga, the car stayed the night in Moreno Valley one day in its whole life, and it had been molested 3 times in the process of it staying the night in Moreno Valley.
Okay.
I mean,
I gotta ask,
go ahead.
who did it,
Okay, so
Who did it?
Do we bleep
and
it
what
out?
car was it?
so
Do we
look,
bleep it out?
No, I will not. I will not name drop anybody.
You don't have
but
to
I
name
will-
drop, but if you tell the story the right way,
I
I'll
will
figure it
tell
out.
the story the right way. Our recent friend has moved.
Okay, and what
They
car was
needed
it?
a vehicle, so I allowed them
Which
to
SUV
borrow
was it?
my truck.
A certain person in high
silver
school
one.
with huge tits.
No, I let
Not
them
the silver
borrow
one.
the Silverado.
You
My
could have just said the black one. I would have known
my,
which one. Okay.
my black lifted Silverado that I
Okay.
pretty much built from the ground up.
You said it got molested.
It got molested sitting in
Okay.
front of his home.
So now I know who did it.
Is
What,
it-
what happened?
Do you?
they
Yeah.
tried to
Moved
steal
recently?
my truck.
No. Oh,
Yes.
this is
yes.
okay. This is before the backing into the pole.
Oh shit. Okay, so look.
I thought that's what he was talking about.
Okay, hold on.
No,
I'll ask
this
about
is
wait.
after the poll.
I'll ask about that when
Okay,
the show's over.
got it.
So
got it.
look. So anywho, my truck sits in front of my house. I have literally for 3 fucking days accidentally left all the windows down, sunroof open, and the keys in the fucking ignition.
In your neighborhood.
In my neighborhood,
Okay.
no one's ever touched
They
it.
won't. Okay.
It goes to Moreno Valley for fucking 14 hours. And it has now been on like it is. She doesn't even start up the same anymore. She just so
Broken into.
She's-
Try to be stolen.
twice in the same
And
fucking
Where in
night
Moreno Valley?
at this
Where they
nigga's
lived.
the home?
apartment.
Where they lived.
Oh.
Where they lived.
Oh.
Bro.
Which is for those who don't know,
Oh.
that area specifically,
It's not that bad.
It's not that ghetto,
It's not supposed to
but
be.
it's
But-
ghetto adjacent.
It is, yes, and
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know? It's
yeah.
hood adjacent,
And it's right off the
so-
side of the freeway. So
Exactly. So these niggas would have gotten the truck and said, "Bye, bitch, I'm out."
and they would have drove over that dirt, got right on the freeway and gone.
Yes, and it just like I literally have left shit in front of my house.
When you get through all your topics and the show's over, I'm gonna ask about that other situation.
You're gonna
Topics
need
are
to.
done.
The topics are done.
Oh.
But
I have one more, and it was
What is it? Did you write
see.
this one today too?
Yes, stealing traffic cones, and it's only because
okay. I have a perfect story for this.
because when at the show we were at, that came up.
Okay,
You
so
know?
look.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I will explain this. So my nephew, one year we decided that he was going to have a construction.
So
party.
while this conversation is going on at the show, that's what you're thinking about, right?
Yes, because it's
feel
the first thing that
did
triggered.
everybody when they brought that up at the show? Did everybody have a certain story in their mind?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
When that came up.
Yes.
Shit, I remember multiple times with you. Multiple times.
There goes
Traffic
Tom.
cones?
Yes, I remember multiple times. So anyway,
Or this nigga starts snoring.
my nephew had a construction party. That was his thing. He was real big into the whole fucking
Okay, my mic gonna pick that up, dog. Wake your ass up, dog. Put him in his bed.
okay, so
The mic gonna pick that up, man.
Smiling. He's
he's
awake.
up, he's up.
Wake up. Dog.
So my
I heard,
Gotta love Tom, man.
so we
Gotta love
decide,
Tom.
we
All I
decided
heard
to
was-
do this damn
and I'm like, my mic ain't supposed to do that. Like, what kind?
What is
I just
that?
bought these motherfuckers.
Oh
like,
my
what the
gosh.
fuck?
Return it.
Yeah, what the
Guitar
fuck?
Center, here he
Fucking
comes.
sure.
I'm just kidding.
so
Sure.
long story short, we decide that he's gonna have a construction party, but he needs real signs. So one day at 3:00 in the fucking morning, we're out and we not knowingly did not know that the street was gonna be open like that. But anyway, we took these signs that said closed road and da-da-da-da, right?
Right on.
So we take these fucking
They
closed
said,
road
"Fuck these
signs,
rules."
yeah,
Right?
and we take
I'm
these
gonna have
fucking
to ask where you got these from.
dude, and we take.
Do you have a
these,
specific area
and we
that you can name?
Yes, but I will not.
Okay.
No, you don't have to say that.
We'll say it after the
we'll ask
podcast,
you later.
but-
But
So basically, there was a new neighborhood. It is a through street now. It was not when we took the codes, and we didn't realize it wasn't a finished fucking street.
I think I know what the fuck you're talking
I
about.
Yes.
think of where.
But it's off of Van Buren. Put it that way.
Orange Crest, right?
It's Woodcrest, but
Woodcrest, got it.
On the Woodcrest side.
Woodcrest area.
Okay.
We took these signs. Will lives
grown.
in the area.
Oh,
How about that?
You were way
Yes,
back in there?
Yes.
Bro, that
So-
area has changed.
Yes,
That
it
is a
has.
whole
No,
neighborhood
but
now.
Dude, it
yeah,
is,
there's
but-
$1 million homes over there.
Dog.
Dude, but so we take these fucking signs.
Was
not
it wait? Was
knowing-
it when they were building the $1 million homes that were over there?
Yes, bro. So we didn't realize that they had fucking destroyed the street. We just thought they were saying road closing because they were doing the construction, bro. So we take the fucking signs at 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning. And by the way, I drive by the sign, dude, as I'm stealing the shit because he's coming into work. But by the time he gets there,
Was he
The
Mexican?
signs were gone.
no, by
He
the
had to have
time
been
he
Mexican.
gets
He
there,
had to have been
dude,
Mexican.
now these people are thinking this street is fucking open.
Oh.
So now people are
Everybody
driving
going
down
down
this
this shit.
goddamn street that should be a closed street. And they actually had to pull one of these people out of the fucking ditch that they put in the hole because we stole
Imagine
the
that
damn
phone
sign.
call that poor construction worker had to do this.
So I
boss.
got,
Oh
I
my
gotta
God.
tell you,
Boss,
I gotta tell you a quick
¿Sabes
story.
qué? Se llevaron los pinches signs and you know, like,
So
fucking it, like está
said-
la pinche vieja in the ditch and shit.
I got a quick story that's similar to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So out here recently, maybe
Wait, real
a
quick.
few months ago,
But his birthday party was legit as fuck because he had the signs. That's
because
what
he had
I'm
the
talking
sign.
Legit traffic cones, by the way. This is
So-
original shit.
We're talking original
couple
Caltrans
months ago-
stickers and all.
Maybe
We're talking great.
maybe 2 months ago or so. So my dad's out here. He's been staying with me while he's looking for a house.
Right.
So every so often I get curious. I go look around in the neighborhoods that he's been looking in. Just I don't want my dad to live in a bad neighborhood.
Of course, yeah.
Best time to go is at night. That's when the
I
niggas
drove-
Especially not the neighborhood with a shit on the
So-
streets and shit.
right.
You know,
So I
like,
drove to this
with
one
no
neighborhood.
toilet paper.
You don't want that.
I drove to this one neighborhood during the day. Really nice neighborhood. Amazing. I'm driving. I'm on the street. And there's no signs anywhere. No signs, no cones, no nothing. Thank God we were in the Bronco that day. Because if not, my Mini Cooper would have been jacked up. We would have been in hospital or something. So we're driving on the street. And then all of a sudden we're not. All of a sudden we just drop. Doom. And I'm like, what the hell? And my wife is like, you're lucky we're in this car today because what is going on? Literally, we ended up on unfinished road. So the road's here and we're down here. It just dropped. Just doom.
100%.
And then all of a sudden it picks back up. Yep. And we're
Been
back
there?
on the road. And we're like, what the hell just no cones, no signs, nothing.
So you've
probably took 'em.
You've been gone from
probably did.
you've been gone from
probably took
Riverside
those
for a while
signs.
now.
I have been gone for Riverside for a while.
Recently, not recently, maybe about 2-3 years ago, that happened on Van Buren in front of the Albertsons on Troutwine, right? Again, like you said, no signs, no cones, and if you took them shits, I will fuck you up.
Those are the ones you took.
Because
You took those too.
I'm in this dropped Honda
Were
Civic.
they redoing the street?
Yes, they were redoing the street.
Okay.
So I'm in this dropped Honda Civic, right? I'm driving.
I know the Honda Civic.
Out of
Yep.
nowhere, that motherfucker goes click clink. I'm like, what the fuck happened here?
Where
and
is
then so Troutwine right in front of what is now Shell gas station. We used to be the USA.
Right. Okay.
So right after that, before you hit the Kohl's area, it drops back up. So I thought I hit a pothole. It goes click clink, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I need to call the city. This is some bullshit. And then right after Kohl's, it goes click clink, like right back up.
So I gotta ask now because you brought it up.
Uh-huh.
Where is that Civic now?
Oh, she is getting a facelift
Because I have to tell everybody now. That Civic has been around
through some shit.
since
We were kids.
We were in high school.
Kids,
I was
since we
16.
was kids. So that Honda Civic, I rescued it from a particular.
No, because
From-
when you got it for me, it was not that bad.
For-
When I
oh.
first got it,
Oh.
you know, when I first got it, that motherfucker
So-
looked like it was in the middle of transforming.
No,
into
so
cheese,
when he
nigga.
first got it,
So you-
Nigga.
he put a subwoofer in there that was obviously
And
way too
shattered
big.
the whole
No,
window.
it used to suck the air out of it so bad the ceiling would cave in. And you can see
look.
it. You can stand a mile
So
away. and
that's
see
why the
ceiling
whole
cave in.
fucking upholstery
Yeah,
from the top
yes.
is sunk in.
That's
So look,
exactly
dude,
why.
so look,
And
look.
then he would stand on it, which didn't help either.
Yeah, so I was real into
Fuck
like.
what was your big ass doing on top of a fucking small Honda Civic?
Hey, bro, I was on my white boy shit, man. I seen all the white boys doing it with their trucks, and I was like, shit, I still doing it too. So I was real big back in the day in audio systems, like big, and you know that.
Yeah.
I remember this one time I said, fuck it. I'm going to go get me a 15-inch L7 kicker, and I'm going to put it in this
what was it,
Honda
2003?
It's a tiny 2004.
2004 Honda Civic.
Yeah.
The second day I had this subwoofer,
Jesus.
I completely blow the back window the fuck out on this damn thing on the freeway. And I'm now sitting here as a 17-year-old kid, broke as fuck, and I have to now get this replaced before my mother says, "What the fuck happened to the back of your car?"
Mind you, this subwoofer, this system
it took
he
up
had,
the whole trunk.
so this system he had was set up in this car. So first of all, it was too big for this car. I'm gonna tell you why.
100%.
When I used to ride with him in the car, we had to lay the seat down in the back. Between the seat between the trunk and the back seat.
Had to lay it forward.
Because that was the only way we could breathe.
Yes.
Because his subwoofer was so powerful, it was sucking all the air out of the inside of the car.
You had to drive around.
The windows
with
had
the
to be
windows
down.
cracked.
They had to
They
be.
had to be.
We tried it with the windows up, and we almost died.
You
So
suffocate.
when I rescued this Honda Civic in 2019,
No, I disagree with the
do you
rescue.
remember those commercials that would air like almost the
For
middle of the
$1
night?
a day.
You can, yeah.
You can save this
No,
puppy.
not even that. Not even those. It's the one where like well, yeah, those commercials, but it would play a sad song. In the eyes of the
Yeah.
angels.
Yeah.
Like, for $1 a day, you can rescue this 2004 Honda Civic and give it a better family. So when I finally took this Civic and I saw all the trauma it's been through, you know,
Nigga, it went through hitting a light pole and it got completely fucking
First of
front.
all-
And, yeah. No, I'm sorry. It hit a tree in front of my fucking house and my head went through the windshield.
That did happen.
Okay, fuck
that
you,
that
man.
part did happen, and the windshield. You
So
can
when I
see
finally
his forehead
realized-
in the windshield.
My forehead imprint.
when I finally
hit
realized,
the fucking windshield.
when I
still
finally
got the
realized
pictures.
this was a battered child that had to, you know, when you're a stepdad and you like, you know, you take in a kid and you're like, oh, I gotta treat her right. I gotta like teach it how to
I
live.
know this guy's not talking because the Corolla right before she went into
Right.
prison for eternity looked like motherfucking hell. Okay? Do not talk to me
Right.
about
That's
it.
But that
much
was
as
a
y'all get
child
about
that
that
came
one.
from an unfortunate family that couldn't afford to feed it, okay?
Okay? God damn.
That is now trying to care for another child
Whatever. The
who
point
is getting a facelift. By the way, what do you mean a facelift?
Meaning
So
I had to replace the
basically,
whole engine.
We're gonna replace the engine, but we're going VTEC and we're gonna go
Solar.
We're gonna go 100% stupid. We're gonna
100% stupid.
We're going solar.
We're probably gonna even add a little turbo kit and everything to it too. Give it some power. Let them
Also,
let
maybe
'em
some
have some fun
airbag
with it.
Why
suspension.
don't y'all just let it die?
Because
Because man,
it has
it's
so,
got so
been
much
around for
potential.
so
You know what?
long.
It's got so much potential, bro.
only reason I keep wanting to, you know,
'Cause
bring it back to life
Back to the beginning of the podcast, he wanted to be his Hector, man.
is, you know what? Hey, you know what? Hey, that has some truth to it because look, this particular car, this particular vehicle was my dream car as a kid. When I was 9 years old watching Fast and Furious and I saw the only Mexican that was in the fucking movie driving this dope ass Honda Civic, I'm like, that's gonna be me one day. You know, like I'm gonna own that car. Like, ¿sabes qué? I'm gonna do it one day. You know, like.
Oh man.
So that's why I keep trying to revive this.
That car
Anyways,
has been through a
it's
lot.
but it's got memories in it. That's what I like about it too.
definitely-
It
It's
does.
got our
It-
childhood memories.
It
in it.
lasted through a fight.
Look, I
at
couldn't
a
tell you.
gas station.
I couldn't tell you how many
Not to
times.
mention, it looks sick as fuck.
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't tell you how many times I've seen the front bumper pulled off, the back bumper
Yep.
pulled off, the windshield's blown out, the
She
windshield's
been through some shit,
replaced.
man. She been through some shit.
No, she's
How
been
many
through some shit.
subwoofers I've seen in that thing?
You should see the one I have
When
it now.
we did the floor, when we
This
did
motherfucker, when I finally like bought it from him and I'm like, yo, I need a sub in this bitch. I want some bass.
You didn't leave him with the one you had in there?
there-
I have put it in the Mercedes when I
Oh,
bought
that's
the
right.
Mercedes.
That's right. Excuse me, rude.
Camera is too hot. Damn.
And it's out.
And that is
That'll be the end of it. So if he keeps playing this on the black screen and you just hear voices, that is why.
That is exactly why. No more video.
The enemies meet with men and never meet the same again.